Hey, look at us. I'm Mason, that's Andy, and that's Emily. We're going to get to everything today, including the Dodgers signing Kyle Tucker.
Let's
you
go.
know what I thought was genius on my part? And Em, you saw this on my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers will not sign any of the big free agents because they've got prospects like Kyle Freeland
Sure.
and Joseph DePaula and Zaire Hope coming in, and they go out and they sign Kyle Tucker. We're going to get to that. All that stuff.
And we were in the midst of an in-depth Trader conversation.
Yeah, Traders.
Which is great. By the way, if you haven't watched Traders, get on it.
Yeah, now have you watched Traders,
I've
Andy?
never seen Traders.
Super fun. I didn't watch it until last year. I don't know any of these. I've never seen them on Survivor or Big Brother or Housewives or any of these other shows. And yet, I get completely invested in them in a really short period of time.
Alan Cumming, I believe, just got a star on the Hollywood Walk
Did
of
he?
Fame.
He deserves
Congrats
it.
to him. He
was
fantastic.
awesome. He's great on this show.
Yes,
great
it's fun.
Show.
And I also love that they do us a favor in every physical challenge. It's just time to check my phone. Like,
yeah.
It means nothing for the show to do these physical challenges, but it's time for me to check my phone. It's great.
By the way, we'll get to the Lankers and what happened last night, too. So, Em, you'll be surprised at this.
What?
I had my voice was broken last week.
Mm-hmm.
And the great Dr. Sugarman
Shout out.
said you're drinking too much coffee.
Yes.
Caffeine dries out your vocal cords.
And doesn't like milk. I don't know if you take anything in your coffee.
I take a little oat milk.
Okay. Yeah.
But I have come down to 1 cup of coffee a day.
Okay.
I used to do 9 shots of espresso. Now I do just a simple cup of coffee every day.
And are you surviving?
I am surviving. And by the way, yesterday, sometimes I walk out of here, I'm like, oh, that was a kind of lame show. I thought yesterday was actually a really
I think
good
you
show.
did great. I think the show was really fun. I think the guys had a lot of good. I do. Okay. So John and Michael and Pepe all did the heart. But John has the worst heart of all. He did this.
Yeah, he did. He did a pyramid instead of
in what
a
world
heart.
is that a
was
heart?
John trying to be more like anatomically correct, like
No,
maybe
boo.
the shape of an actual heart?
And I say you don't have to pay John $100 because he did this.
Yes.
This is a heart. Pepe had the best heart, by the way.
Pepe was on it with the heart.
Yes, and I know you hate it, but
Yeah,
we're just
I
doing
hate
a little
it.
bit more.
But it's a way to mock it by making those guys do it on the big board.
So I think Michael deserves the $100 and Pepe does, but John does not because his heart was very bad.
His heart was bad. Now, will we put those on the YouTube before the show's over so we can talk about them?
We can. Do you want to wait for John to be back, or do you want to do it today?
No, let's do it today.
Okay, I'll send it to the guys
today, so we can mock them relentlessly and mock the whole idea of this heart. I hate this heart thing. Oh, you do it that way?
But it's just people sending love.
Yeah, you know what? It's so friggin'. You know what it is? It's played out.
I don't think
it's played out.
is.
It's totally played
You're
out.
You're on an island on this one, my guy.
Once John and Michael and Pepe are doing it, it's played out.
But it's like universal. Everybody can do the heart.
I have on our fridge a picture of my daughter when she was probably like 5, like 4 or 5.
So would you tell her daughter she can't do that?
It was
little kids. Cool. You want to make a little heart, do it.
Yeah. She's
what about old people? Can old people do it?
It's funny. Funny if old people do it.
It's actually a collage of photos where it starts out, she points at herself like I, then does the heart, and then points to you. And it was a Father's Day gift, either from her preschool class or kindergarten.
I just look.
So you're saying you hate that?
Look at page 1 and 3. Page 1 and 3 both very good.
I and you.
Page 2. Page 2 totally hacky.
Got it. Okay.
Hack. All right, coming up, lots of stuff. Make sure you stick with us on the radio and on the app and on the YouTube. Mason and Ireland coming up.
Consolidated Rental Car Center, Metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
When a trophy's raised, it can feel like the season's over. But on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season. Get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or your phone today.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Friday the 16th of January, 2026. The Hall of Famers are here. Well, at least Mace. Johnny I is on the road. Seems like a good day considering what happened at Crypto.com Arena last night. Lakers lose to the Hornets. Maybe Michael Thompson could come on and dumb it down for us, huh?
No, you're wrong.
But do you understand what I just said?
No, it makes no sense.
Mace, you understood, didn't you?
I think it's a weird argument, but I do understand what you're trying to say.
But answer the question, are you done talking?
Yes.
All right.
Man. But Andy Kamenetsky, he's a Lakers expert. He'll talk about it today. Filling in for Johnny I. Plus, it is Sunday. It is in Chicago. It's going to be freezing. Does that matter? ... Rams Bears, we get you ready for divisional playoff Sunday. The loudest and proudest Rams fan in the world.
Yes.
Steve Mason's here to talk about it. And the Dodgers make more moves, build a bigger empire, and we're going for back-to-back-to-back.
So with that said, let's get this going.
Let's do it. Producer Emily's here. Producer Brian Cohen, the social team in the back, and you. On an F-It Friday, the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Yeah.
Your Friday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody, to another day in the home of the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers, who just got even better than they already were. Now we're thinking back to back to back. I was stunned by this, Andy Kamenetsky. In fact, yesterday on the show, and I still have notes here about how the Dodgers are developing Zaire Hope, and they're developing Josu DePaula, and Kyle Freeland, maybe there's a spot for him. And I said, I don't think they're going to go after any of the big free agents. And the next thing you know, I look at my phone and I've got text messages from everywhere. Kyle Tucker's a Dodger.
What's so funny about this, it's like the joke that writes itself. It's the Dodgers bringing in yet another star.
Yep.
We have become so accustomed to this. Like, this has become so normalized. I remember a couple weeks ago, I was in for John with you and Bergman was in here. And we were talking about how the Dodgers to this point hadn't really done anything. Like, are they going to do anything? And somebody in the YouTube chat rightly pointed out, guys, they signed Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, they signed the best closer on the market,
Best closer in baseball. The Dodgers, locked him up.
There he is.
But to this point, we are so desensitized to this. It's like, oh, yeah, they did sign Edwin Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
Actually, you know what's kind of weird? To your point, I thought afterwards, so when we signed Shohei, right, my mood, my mentality, I was like through the roof. When we signed Yamamoto, and this was last year, it actually happened during a Rams game, if I'm not mistaken, Emily, where I found out during a Rams game at home.
It was when Ohtani actually was in the audience.
That's right. He was in the building, and they signed Yamamoto, and I was through the roof. Today, I'm like, well, yeah, Kyle Tucker, of course we did. Of course we signed Kyle Tucker. He's the best available free agent. Why would the Dodgers not sign the best available free agent out there? They signed him, by the way, for a gigantic shorter-term contract with an enormous annual average value, or what we call the old AAV.
The old AAV.
He is getting $60 million a year, 4 years, $240 million. He's got opt-outs after Season 2 and Season 3. He's a left-handed bat, by the way. Comes with a $64 million bonus. $30 million of it is deferred. That is the highest. Do I have that? That's the highest paid player in baseball, right? According to AAV.
It would be the AAV. The present AAV is $6 million more than Juan Soto.
Juan Soto. Yeah. And the Dodgers, by the way, will pay a 110% tax on those signings. So, for example, Kyle Tucker getting getting 240, so $57 million this year. They're paying in tax $57 million plus 10% to revenue sharing with all the rest of the teams. I'll say this. I am not the biggest Kyle Tucker fan in the world. In fact, he misses, I don't want to rain on everybody's parade here, but he misses a ton of games. He has missed 110 games over the last 2 seasons. Last year, he played in just 136 games and really scuffled during the second half. Now, do I think this makes the Dodgers better? Obviously, it lengthens their lineup. It gives them flexibility in the outfield. Now, Pages can play center, conceivably move Teo to left and play Tucker in right. The lineup got longer. Shohei, Mookie, Freddie all got more protection in that lineup. So all that stuff is fantastic. We are absolutely, hands down, favorites to go back to back to back. I think that at some point we may look back at this contract and say, that one didn't quite work out.
I don't know. I mean, first of all,
I'm going to be the negative guy.
It's short term.
It's short term, right?
It's short term. It's also important to remember he played 136 games last year, Kyle Tucker, and the previous seasons he played anywhere from 140 to 157.
Yes.
He was really 1 year in Houston.
Well, it's the last 2 years because last year he played
136.
136. It's 162 games. Wait a minute. Did he play 136?
According to what I'm looking at, he played 136.
Yeah, he played 136.
Right. So you're talking about one season where he missed a lot of games. The rest of the seasons he's played, since he's been a full-time big leaguer, he's played the majority of games. He's played enough games. Like if you miss 20 to 30 games over 162,
yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, if you lump in 2024 and you look at it as a 2-season conversation, he's missed 110 games, but last year did play in 136.
It's a very backloaded missing of games. It's really one season.
I remember very clearly second half of last season, Kyle Tucker struggled a lot and actually got booed at home because he went through a terrible stretch. Now, for the Dodgers, the risk here is minimal, I think, because they've got the money. 2, it is a shorter-term deal, so you're not locked up for 7 years like Cody Bellinger is looking for a 7-year contract right now. And I think that in the case of the Dodgers, 4-year commitment, fine. He can opt out after 2. He can opt out after 3. Really, really smart of him to put in, if he has a great season 1, a great season 2, opt out and cash in for more money at the age of 31. He turns 29 tomorrow.
But it's really smart of the Dodgers because if he plays well enough that he feels confident to opt out, it means the Dodgers got out of Tucker what they wanted.
Yes.
And if, say, Kyle Tucker over the next 2 years gets the Dodgers at least one more World Series, and then he decides to opt out, then, all right, deal with that later.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if you don't want to bring him back at that point, fine. You don't bring him back. You got out of him what you want.
Yes. And, he's playing around with the lineup, the starting lineup now. And we'll get to the Dodgers broke baseball and all this stuff.
Shut up. Oh, not you, those people.
No, I'm just saying we're going to get to the Dodgers broke baseball.
Just preeminently.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up.
Just, there's a tease. In the meantime, if you look at the Dodgers starting lineup, batting order, it's really, really interesting what they do. Obviously, I'm not moving Shohei, Mookie, or Freddie. I'm not. A lot of people have Kyle Tucker penciled in at cleanup. I would rather see Will Smith bat cleanup and Tucker after him in the 5-hole. They are very left-handed. I mean, if you're a right-handed pitcher, man, oh, man, you do not want to face this team. They got Shohei, they got Freddie, they got Kyle Tucker, they got Max Muncy, and then they got Tommy Edman, who's a switch. But that is 4 just really big left-handed bat. So if you're a right-hander, it's got to be a nightmare to face this team. But I would bat Will Smith cleanup, who, Will Smith is tremendous, and Kyle Tucker in the 5-hole would make the most sense to me. Although a lot of what I'm seeing is here's a lineup. This is from where did I see this? MLB Network. They had Ohtani, Tucker second, Mookie, Freddie, Will Smith, Muncy, Teo, Edmund, Pages. I don't like Tucker second.
I wouldn't go Tucker second
either. I would not mess with Shohei and Mookie and Freddie. I wouldn't mess with those guys.
No.
That's clearly worked.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're just fortifying what they already have.
Yep.
This also allows them, by the way, because it's a short-term deal, what you thought they were going to do, which is just continue to develop the prospects.
Right.
They can keep doing that anyway.
They can keep developing the prospects because it's a shorter-term window.
But at the same time, though, like, their stars are getting older.
Yes.
Like, their star players are all getting older.
And this acquisition does make them younger.
Right. It makes them a bit younger. It helps those guys out more immediately because some of those prospects, even if you believe in them, they may not be ready to really provide the type of help that an aging Mookie, an aging Ohtani, an aging Freddie Freeman, Will Smith with the mileage that comes with being a catcher.
Yep.
So you bring in someone like Kyle Tucker who is more ready to help those guys now. It's a short-term commitment. It's 4 years max. For all you know, it turns into 2 years, which, again, is good for the Dodgers. And these prospects can continue to develop without pressure. They still remain tradable because everybody knows
their assets.
Well, everybody knows the Dodgers are the best at picking out these prospects than anybody in baseball.
And they're the best at shipping out the ones that aren't going to pan out.
Right. Well, that's why nobody should trade with the Dodgers.
I would never trade with Andrew Friedman. But like if Andrew Friedman called me and said, if I was a GM, Andrew Friedman said, I got an idea for a trade, I'd say no.
Right.
Absolutely not.
But the point
I'm not in on this, Andrew.
The Dodgers get to win on both sides of this.
True.
It allows them to develop the prospects, and it allows them to take some pressure off some of the guys that are getting older and keep having all these deep postseason wins.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get Bergman's going to stop in. He's Mr. Boys in Blue all over the Dodgers Blue review he does every day during the regular season, so we'll get his take on this. We'll get to Dodgers broke baseball. Lakers defense clearly broken. Last night, they've lost. They've won only 5 of their last 13 last night. They got within 6 in the fourth quarter, and then it all fell apart. And, they were just flat out outplayed, and they don't have enough. If you are playing guys like Bufkin and Nick Smith Jr. in meaningful minutes, you've got problems, and they've got problems in terms of depth. They got 9 points off the bench last night. It's not good.
I mean, they're looking for Rui Hachimura to be able to play more minutes. That's going to help.
But
it ain't going to solve it.
No.
It ain't going to solve it.
So we'll get to the Lakers. We're going to do some Dodgers coming up next. Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers. And, of course, we're getting ready for divisional round playoffs this weekend, including the Rams at Chicago at Soldier Field Sunday night in primetime on NBC. All that stuff is coming up for you. Mason in Ireland, Andy in for John, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Your eyes can change more than you think, even if your vision feels fine. An annual eye exam can catch issues early before they become bigger problems. This National Eye Care Month tip is sponsored by VisionWorks. See the difference.
Hey, it's Cap. Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. Not with Seller's Advantage. You can skip the agents, commissions, and costly repairs. By the time you pay for repairs and agent fees, you could have already sold your home for a fair, competitive price without the worry of the deal falling through. Here's what Chris Chavez, a real Seller's Advantage customer, had to say, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was definitely the best company I've worked with. They offered me more than I expected, and the whole process was great. They were helpful, always answered the phone, and willing to help. I can't say enough about the experience. Much better than going through a realtor," end quote. Thank you, Chris. Get your free, no-obligation cash offer today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, keeping it real for you.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Vodka, America's #1 potato vodka. Smooth, creamy, no burn, made from non-GMO potatoes and gluten-free with no added sugar, just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
One briefcase, one moment could change everything. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to own your destiny in 2026. Play throughout the month of January, and on January 28th, one Club Serrano member will win the case, and with it, a finale spot in any 2026 promotion, plus $400,000. Which destiny will you choose? It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Morales here, and if you're in the market for a new ride, there's only one place to go. You know where it is, the Big Cat, Felix Chevrolet. You know the one right off the 110 in downtown LA with that classic black cat, Felix the Cat, smiling down on Figueroa. They've been serving Angelitos for over 100 years with unbeatable deals, an amazing selection, and service that treats you like family. A la familia. So whether it's a brand new Chevy or a certified pre-owned, make your next stop Felix Chevrolet. Head over to Felix Chevrolet, the Big Cat today. Ask for my guy, the GM Nicky D, and say, hey, I want to see that big cat. And it is Mason in Ireland, your Friday afternoon. What a sports day. Andy Kamenetsky sitting in for Johnny I. Lakers' horrendous loss. Rams' divisional playoff Sunday in Chicago at Soldier Field. And the Dodgers just not stopping. We keep it rolling. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, on 710 AM and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
This we will hear at Dodger Stadium this year. I think this was Kyle Tucker's walk-up song last year for the Cubs. Kyle Tucker, brand new member of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Do we know who that is? What song this is?
Rich Homie Quan, Walker.
Yeah, I mean, did you know that?
No.
I
had no clue.
I just assumed everybody knew, so I didn't say it.
Okay, so now repeat who it's by
Rich
again.
Rami Quan walkthrough.
All right, well done.
Hey, for effort.
Rich Wami Quan.
Is that what it is?
Rich Homie Quan.
Oh, I was right there. I was right there with it, though.
You're close.
I was very close, yeah.
You have
Close
a good
enough.
memory at times.
Yeah. Hey, listen to DeMarco and Travel all week for your chance to win the Genesis Invitational Dream Foursome. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7, win a 4-pack of GA tickets, and you're qualified for a chance to golf with Sua Cravens and Travis Rogers at Riv. All right, so the Dodgers signed Kyle Tucker. Greg Bergman joins us now. Andy's in for John. Greg Bergman joins us now, and he, of course, is the host of the Blue Review.
The Blue Review.
And also the host of the Boys in Blue Report.
Yes, on with you guys.
Every single angle, you've got the Dodgers covered. You're wearing a Dodgers cap today.
Absolutely. I had my other Dodgers hat on yesterday.
I said yesterday, and I thought this was pretty prophetic. I said, believe me, the Dodgers aren't in on Kyle Tucker.
Believe you.
Believe me.
You did a really good job on that.
In. I nailed it, did I not?
I mean, to your credit, I think I've been on here for the Boys in Blue Report and said, don't want Kyle Tucker.
Right.
I think I'm very much with you on that. But the way that they structured this deal makes it completely worth it and completely makes sense in my mind.
In what respect?
So, first of all, he's a Gold Glove right fielder that fixes your outfield because it made everything that we were upset about last year was Teo can't play in right field. Right? Teo goes to left, Pages in center, Tucker in right.
Nice.
So that portion is all cleared out. Plus, it's a 4-year deal. We always did say if it was low years, high AAV, annual average value, average annual value is a good thing.
Yep.
Not only that, it's after the second and third year, which we already talked about in the last segment, opt-outs.
Yes.
So he could leave if he does really, really well and he wants to get another bite at it and try and get a longer-term deal because he's going to be in his 30s.
Yep.
He wants to get a bigger deal and for similar money but longer, he can go do that.
Sure. He gets another bite at the apple, and if it doesn't work after year 2, another bite at the apple after year 3.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So he could come in here. He doesn't have to actually be anything. I heard you say it, and I totally agree with you. I talked about it on the Blue Review this morning. He's in the 5 spot.
Yeah.
Sometimes even the 6 spot.
Right. I do agree with that. Will Smith goes to cleanup, and Tucker goes to 5th.
100%. You put him in that 5 spot. He lengthened your lineup.
Yep.
Now you move down Muncy, Teo, Edman, Pages. Like, you have such a long lineup now, and the middle of your lineup is just stacked.
So I don't know if you heard this or not, but there was breaking news last night just after the Kyle Tucker signing. The Dodgers broke baseball again. That was the big bulletin. That was breaking news. Dodgers have broken baseball. It is basically unusable. I am of the belief that the Dodgers, even in this state, signing best closer on the market, best outfielder and the best free agent on the market, they're good for baseball. Baseball hasn't been this healthy in 2 decades. We're coming off one of the most watched World Series in modern history, especially when you consider it included Canada, it included Japan. It's a worldwide sport. Everybody's captivated by Ohtani, and I think everybody has come together. We live in a very, as John would say, we live in a very polarized country. But the country has all come together. Everybody outside of L.A. hates the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They're all unified in their dislike for the Dodgers, and that is actually good.
I totally agree with you. Back in the 90s when the Yankees were doing basically the same thing, hated them. They were the evil empire. They were everything that I wanted my team to be. Yep. I wanted them to go out and get every free agent and spend all this money. Now the Dodgers are doing it. It's good for baseball. It's good for sports in general to have a villain, period.
Yes.
It's also good for sports to have dynasties.
Yes.
I mean, as much as fans of teams that aren't part of the dynasties will complain about it, the reality is it is more compelling to most sports fans when you have a Goliath to knock off.
Yes.
Where some team can eventually slay that dragon.
Right.
That is really compelling.
And here's the amazing thing. I mean, they are going to just roll through the regular season.
They're going to do exactly what they did last year.
Which, by the way, is not last year. I think they won 93. They're going to be
93, 94,
somewhere in that 95, 96 win category, probably. And in the playoffs, they can get knocked out. I mean,
but they got tested.
They
absolutely.
did. I mean, they came close to getting knocked out.
But that's part of why
in the World Series, it took to the World Series to have any type of test.
But the World Series is the whole point of it.
Of
course. The previous season, they got tested hard against the Padres.
Yeah,
that was a division round.
And the Yankees at times tested them. Like this idea.
Well,
they got
won
tested.
a game.
But
I get your point.
The
is correct,
idea
though.
that you get it, the Dodgers are going to get it in the playoffs and they're guaranteed winners just doesn't exist in baseball. It doesn't exist.
Put it this
Nothing
way.
is guaranteed in the
There's
playoffs.
A lot of time spent last year, and I remember these shows. I was in a lot of these shows. How many times you, Travis, Mace, Bergman, everybody was questioning because of what was happening in the regular season, were the Dodgers vulnerable in the playoffs? And that was the exact same roster that eventually won the World Series. There was a lot of concern about that team. Entering the playoffs, there was not this overconfidence, certainly in this building, that the Dodgers were just going to steamroll their way through.
That was the bullpen. I think a lot of the bullpen.
162 games, Dodgers going to roll. 7 games? It's toss-up.
It's all a toss-up.
It's a crapshoot.
But
no matter how many guys you sign, no matter how much money you spend, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah. So they're going to do the same thing they did last year. Guys are going to be injured multiple times and for longer periods of time so that everybody is healthy at the right time come late August, early September to be ready for the postseason. There's going to be a lot of guys going on the IL, and that's just fine. This massive pitching staff that you have, they're going to go up and down. They're going to be in and out of the lineup all the time. And that's fine because if you want to say that's breaking baseball, sure, because they're smarter than you. And all of this, the entire front office is smarter than every other team in baseball.
And by the way, this is the merger of smartest guys in baseball with biggest budget in baseball.
Yep.
And that makes them unbelievable.
Toronto and the Mets tried to pay Tucker. They tried to pay him a lot of money, longer deal, more guaranteed. He wanted to be here. In the same way, Ohtani, every team in the league would have paid Ohtani that exact same contract because it pays for himself many times over. He chose the Dodgers. For as much as the Dodgers' money and the way they can splash it around, it affects things, obviously. Part of a big advantage they have is they're better run.
Right.
Players want to be a part of something that is better run.
Exceptional first-class organization, guaranteed spot in the playoffs, shot at the World Series, great manager, great clubhouse culture, all that stuff. If I was a free agent, I would sign with the Dodgers.
Yeah, if Dodgers just broke baseball, it was already broken. They broke it a little while ago. Other teams already. If we go into a lockout or a strike or whatever it happens to be come December 31st, that's bad for baseball. They need to figure out a way to not go into this lockout.
Here's the question.
Horrible for baseball with how much money they're making, how much people love the sport right now.
Yeah.
It's very, very high in rankings right now.
I guess the question is this the straw that breaks the camel's back?
No, I think the straw was already broken. Or the camel's
when
back
did the camel's back get broken?
It probably happened last year at some point. When they signed Blake Snell and they got everybody else that they got, when they got Tanner Scott and they did everything that they were doing. This didn't change anything. This is how much it's this. They just know that this is coming. The Dodgers knowing that this is all coming and can spend this money so that everything gets grandfathered in after this lockout.
I mean, these other teams, these other owners, can they spend as much as the Dodgers? No, they can't. But they can all spend more than they do. And if they were willing to pay,
other owners broke it. We didn't break it.
Exactly. Like if they were willing to pay one of the guys on the Dodgers and then another guy on the Dodgers, like the Dodgers would still get great players, but it would be more spread around. To be totally honest, there are more owners that are grateful for the Dodgers spending the way they do because A, they get part of that revenue share.
They do.
They're certainly not returning out of principle. But also, too, the Dodgers become their meat shield in terms of why they don't spend. Hey, what are we going to do? Big old Dodgers. We can't compete with that. It becomes a convenient excuse. They love when the Dodgers do this.
The Marlins, the Pirates, all those lower level, the Royals,
the Rockies.
the Rockies, they're not going to get, if we go through this and it goes through the lockout and the owners get what they want, all that money that's going down to them, they're not going to get the same amount of money that they're getting right now.
Correct.
It's
they will not
so
get the rev
much,
share that they get now.
It's not going to be the same, so they're actually going to make less. Because right now, every team is making over $100 million.
Yeah.
Every team. If they put $78 million into payroll, they're still making like 200 something, 300 something.
Have a $55 million payroll.
Right. And they're still making 300 in revenue.
They're being handed $100 million to start the year. They're only spending 55.
Yeah, the owners are still making money, so stop looking at the Dodgers and start looking at your own owners.
Honestly, a floor would help a lot of these teams more than a cap.
It absolutely would.
If you force them to spend more, then they might be more.
It will drive up players.
They might be more likely to just say, you know what, we have to spend a certain amount, so F it, let's go after the Kyle Tuckers of the world or whoever.
Yeah,
because we have to spend a certain amount.
All right, Bergman, before you get out of here, I want to know from you, Rams are at Chicago in the cold on Sunday night. We are the home of the Los Angeles Rams. You'll be able to hear the show here.
Yes,
the game
absolutely.
here on the radio.
It's a divisional playoff
on the
game.
app, all that stuff.
Yep, you'll be able to hear it on 710 and on the app. But for this game, I feel really good about the Rams. I really do. I think they went into Philadelphia. They lost last year in the playoffs, but they've been in the cold before. This exact same team. They have experience where Chicago, very, very early. This is the experience level.
They're early.
They're early on their rise. They're just not at that spot yet. I know they had 8 comeback wins in fourth quarter wins this year. at some point that comes back to bite you.
It's an MVP versus a future MVP.
I
the
honestly,
way I look at that.
Yeah, I honestly believe that it's going to be a low score. I know you think first to 40. I'm thinking like lower 20, below 20. Both teams
going to roll.
And I think how the Rams win, defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think they're because of the cold. There's either an interception or fumbles or whatever it is.
Trip sack, something like that.
It's interesting
that's how
you say that.
Yeah.
I actually think that's a big way the Bears could win. They're a big.
It could go either way.
They turn over teams a lot.
Yeah. I trust this. I know the Rams defense hasn't been great, but I trust them more than the Bears.
First team to 40 wins.
That's a lot of points, man.
A lot of points.
Love it.
Because nobody wants to hit anybody in the cold.
No, they do not. Like,
nobody wants to get hit. Nobody wants to hit anybody.
It's going to feel like -1.
All right, Bergman, have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping in. Coming up next for you, talking about Chicago versus the Rams on Sunday. And David Kaplan, who is from the Cap and J Hood Show on ESPN Chicago, is going to join us next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. All right, it is divisional round for the playoffs, and I am all over Prize Picks. So there is a good – somebody sent me this. What's the good sort of the gimme pick on Prize Picks that you emailed me? Do you remember that? There's a really easy one that you can add. We'll find it here for you in a second. But I'm telling you, I love Puka for a touchdown.
There's the max discount on this Prize Picks app this Friday at 3 p.m. through Sunday. The CJ Stroud just needs 1 yard to win. 1 yard.
You playing that, Brian?
Yes, I did just see that. I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to pair it with CMC scoring a touchdown because I just heard he has scored a touchdown in all 8 of his career.
Is that right?
Games. That's right.
Wow.
So,
okay,
come on, that's a winning ticket.
I love Puka for a touchdown. I love this is a weird one. I played Kobe Turner for a sack, just 1 sack of Caleb Williams. All that stuff is fair game when you play Prize Picks, whether you're starting a new routine or you're making player picks for the first time. Trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. High-pressure playoff matchups every single weekend, divisional round this weekend, NBA action, college basketball action, national championship game, Monday night, all that stuff on Prize Picks. Prize Picks lets you take control. You can find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Join millions of users like me and Brian Cohen on America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Kings fans, what's going on? Sam Boney here. What a brutal loss to the Knights on Wednesday.
Eichel steps in 2-on-1. Eichel shoots. Save Kemper. Loose puck. Tuck back in front, and they score. Just like that, the Kings turn it over on the zone entry, and Vegas wins the game 25 seconds into OT.
And coming up tonight against the Ducks. The Kings are going back-to-back against the Ducks, and it starts tonight, 7:30 p.m. puck drop. And after the game, your chance to win Kings tickets right here with Sam Boney on ESPN LA, your home for LA Kings hockey.
What a year for LA sports. The Dodgers' epic Game 7 World Series victory. Shohei's unbelievable 3-homer, 10-strikeout playoff masterpiece. Luka Doncic joining the Lakers. Were one of those your top sports moment of the year? Or was it Kershaw's emotional final game at Chavez Ravine? LAFC landing Sung Hung Min or something else? Cast your vote at lasports.org/vote. Winners will be announced at the Los Angeles Sports Council's 20th Annual LA Sports Awards on January 28th. Vote today at lasports.org/vote.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.5% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow, you can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.5%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
John Ireland here. You've heard me talk about the iSpot Active website and their wearable cryotherapy. You can see it for yourself at iSpotActive.com. iSpot Active sells form-fitted, 4-way stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. If you get sore after you exercise or work out, you just put this stuff on for 20 minutes, and wherever you're sore will feel a lot better. Go to that website, iSpotActive.com. See why Hall of Famer James Worthy swears by this stuff. Start feeling better at iSpotActive.com.
It's Bethel Duran, and it's time to celebrate the new year with a new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Right now, lease a brand new 2025 Toyota Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax. And if you're thinking about a trade-in, your current ride could be worth more than you think. Northridge Toyota, Wonders Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN1ST037657. These excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing, $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
All right, so Dodgers, we've talked about that. Kyle Tucker now joining the Dodgers on a gigantic deal. And, of course, the Rams on Sunday at Soldier Field. Couple of Chicago connections there. Tucker played last year in Chicago, joining us right now. The host of Cap and J Hood on our ESPN Chicago station, David Kaplan, joins us. Hey, David, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing?
Everything is good, man. We are pumped up. Let's start. Before we get to Bears-Rams, I want to ask you about Kyle Tucker, your impression of him from playing in Chicago. He signed a gigantic deal with the Dodgers last night. How do you think what's your scouting report on Tucker?
I'm thrilled we didn't re-sign him, to be honest with you. Good luck. He goes to a situation where he's like the 7th best player on the team, so maybe that will better suit him. But he was wildly disappointing here, and I do not think, to be honest with you, I do not think there are many Cub fans that are brokenhearted today. If you said, we'll give you Alex Bregman, but you got to get rid of Tucker, I don't know many that wouldn't have signed up for that opportunity. I think he's a really talented player. I also do not think he's that guy where you go, boy, he's a killer. Game on the line, that's the dude I want at the plate, because he had multiple opportunities to deliver in those situations with the Chicago Cubs, and for whatever reason, he didn't come through. In the last 3 months, he was horrible.
Yeah, I remember him getting booed at home during the second half of last season because he had struggled and scuffled for so long.
Yeah, that is an accurate statement. Good guy? Absolutely. A guy who captured the hearts of Cubs fans? Absolutely not. He's as vanilla as they come. Our place, we may not be the Dodgers, but we got a pretty good situation here. And when he would run out to right field, look, this is a fan base. We're a very provincial town here. This is a fan base that, fell in love with Sammy Sosa when he'd sprint out to right and bow to them, and they'd bow to him.
Right. He didn't have any of that swagger to him?
None.
Yeah.
Zero swag.
Okay.
None. He is as vanilla as they come. And I, remember waiting to do the postgame show, and I would watch this dude come to the plate. We're in the bottom of the eighth. We're, down a run, 2 men on, 2 outs. That's what guys of that ilk at that salary, that's their situation. They should be tailor-made. Bam, in the gap, 2 score, Cubs take the lead, and you're like, that's why we got to pay that dude $40, $50, $60 million a year. And he never came through with it. And, then some said, well, he broke his hand June 1st.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, but June was his best OPS month. So I guess the hand didn't bother him until he started playing poorly July, August, and September. Yeah, I'm, again, wildly talented. And in that situation where it's Ohtani and it's this guy and it's that guy and loaded with pitching, and I love your manager. I'm a huge Dave Roberts guy. But Kyle Tucker here as the lead dog, not built for that.
All right, David Kaplan, host of Cap and J Hood on ESPN Chicago, is with us. Mason in Ireland, 710
big
ESPN.
Fan of the signing is what you're
big
saying.
Big fan
for
of the signing. Well, you said he's not a killer. Let me tell you, there's going to be a killer at Soldier Field on Sunday. His name is Matthew Stafford.
Weather.
He has had 51 come from behind or game-tying drives at the ends of games. He did it against Carolina. We've seen Caleb Williams show flashes of that. How are you breaking down this game right now in Chicago?
Well, first of all, Matthew Stafford's a hell of a football player, and your head coach is a hell of a head coach. I'm a big Sean McVay guy. He may not like our head coach because McVay comes from the Shanahan tree, and the Shanahan tree doesn't like Ben Johnson, and we're all cool with that here. We exercised the demon that we had to exercise when we beat the Green Bay Packers.
Right.
That was what had to happen. I argued with some national people, Albert Breer, who I love from SI.com, and others who went, it's the same as if the Rams had rolled in last week or the Eagles or the Panthers. No, it was not. It was that team, and we had to put them down, and they did. I don't think people that cover the team nationally really, truly realize how good Caleb Williams is. He's truly that dude. He's special. And when he retires, he will be top 5 Chicago athletes of all time. Michael will never be surpassed. But beyond that, Caleb Williams is that dude. I think we have a better offensive line than you do. I think the receiving cores, Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, look, those are proven players. But our group's pretty darn good now.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good group. By the way, I'll tell you this little story. Sorry, Andy, I'm not letting Andy get in here at all.
That's fine.
But at the beginning of the year, everybody laughed at me because my Cinderella team was the Bears. I'm a huge Caleb Williams fan. I go to every USC game. I saw him play lots of times. Best player, best college football quarterback I ever saw in my career covering college football. And I am not surprised that he's doing what he's doing. What I didn't expect was for the Bears to be so good that they would be facing my Rams in the NFC divisional round of the playoffs. I didn't see that coming. Did you see a season, and I'm a huge Caleb believer, did you see a season this good coming for the Bears?
So I picked them to go 10-7 and make the playoffs. Did I think it would unfold where Caleb would have now 7 fourth-quarter come-from-behind victories and put up 25 points in the fourth quarter of a playoff game and make an insane throw on 4th and 8 to save our season? No, I can't say that I would have expected that, but I did pick them 10-7 and said on the air I wouldn't be shocked if they go 11-6. I wouldn't be shocked if they go 9-8. So I did expect, look, when you go and you trade draft capital to get Jonah Jackson, who was injured, and Ben Johnson vouched for him, and he played at an elite level all year at right guard. If you go and trade for a 2-time All-Pro and Joe Tooney, and you signed the number one free agent center who played 100% of our snaps this year, Drew Dahlman, and also your right tackle is the 10th overall pick. Like, I fully expect that, a $27.5 million receiver in DJ Moore, who caught the game winner in the 2 victories over Green Bay this season, including last week. And then you have the number 10 pick, a tight end. The other tight end makes $11 million a year. The other wide receiver was the 9th overall pick. The other wide receiver was the 39th overall pick. The quarterback was the number 1 pick. The running back was the second highest paid guy in his free agent class in DeAndre Swift. Like, there's a lot of talent there. This is not some fluky team. Now, look, the Rams are elite, well-coached, veteran quarterback. But when I hear Devontae Adams go on Kay Adams and go, oh, it's going to be so cold, and the 2 toughest, coldest days of the year are got to be when we're there. And I love Devontae Adams. I've interviewed him. I did a podcast with him last year. I love that dude. Let me just tell you, he has no idea what the weather's going to be like, because I just talked to ABC7's weather person, my dear friend Tracy Butler. She said, don't be shocked that by the time that game's kicking off, wind chills could be 0 or less. So it's going to be a rough one.
I mean, I feel like Devontae Adams, after all those years in Green Bay, has a pretty good idea of what the cold feels like. He just hates the thought of it because he's lived through it. Speaking, though, of Green Bay and something we've actually been talking about a lot on this station, off the field, but still intriguing. How have all these fans been able to get cheese graters through security into these games?
At that game this last week, how did they get cheese graters in?
A lot of cheese graters out there with a bunch of randos, David. Like, it doesn't always feel safe.
There wasn't a ton of the metal cheese graters. There was the one that Caleb ended up using on the post-game set, but there were, hundreds of those cheese grater hats. Those are made of styrofoam. I've got 2 of them sitting right here. And it's super cool. But, yeah, there were a couple that got through security. And the one guy today was quoted on the news. He said, I had some Miller lattes that gave me some liquid courage, and I was able to sneak it through. How? I don't know, but it was super cool to watch Caleb Williams grating cheese. It was he has gone to a different – doing that and then having his head coach come out today and talk about how great it is to coach him and how committed he is to winning. Like, the city is all in on him. And I couldn't say that leading into the NFL draft because at the end of that the 23 season, end of the 23 season, we had like a civic war going on here where people are like, no, keep Justin Fields and get the Hall for the number 1 pick. And, I mean, that was a joke. That was ridiculous because Justin Fields, wonderful young man, he can't be a starting quarterback on a team that's serious at all.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up. I will tell you exactly how the game is going to go here in a second. But David Kaplan, host of Cap and Jay Hood on ESPN Chicago, how do you think the game's going to go? Who wins and how and why? And what's the score?
Look, I think that the Bears are winning the football game because I think the weather is going to play a major factor. I do think it's their toughest challenge to date. But if they can establish the run, I know Caleb is going to be able to use his legs, and I know that Caleb is going to be able to make some plays against what I think is a secondary that can be challenged. Now, if you tell me that the Rams take the run game away, well, then that's a different set of circumstances. But I watched us go into Philadelphia and literally ram it down their throat and then make plays down the field, and Caleb cinched it over the Eagles with a pass to Cole Kmet over the top of everybody.
Yep.
That's the scenario, and I think we have to take the ball away at least once that leads to points. If we don't do those things, there's no question the advantage then goes to the Los Angeles Rams.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I've been saying –
I do too.
I said first team to 40 is going to win. Some people say that's too high. I love the over in this game. It's 49.5. But I think they're going to score in the Colt.
I completely agree. In fact, I already played the over at 48.5.
There you go. Got a good number.
I do see, like, if you told me that the Bears won this right at the end, they either got to stop or they scored and the final was like 34-30, that would not shock me.
Okay. Love the Rams to win. You love the Bears to win. We're going to find out who wins on Sunday. David Kaplan, host of Cap and J Hood on ESPN Chicago. Thanks for making some time, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Keep killing it. Just know my Cubbies are for real.
Okay.
And you're the evil empire.
Right. Yes, we are the evil empire, and we embrace that. We own that. Andy, I thought you brought out some real insight from David Kaplan. I learned a lot from your questions to David. Sorry, I monopolized. I was just like, I got rolling out stuff I wanted to say.
First of all, I didn't have a lot of time to ask much of anything. Second of all, let's not pretend that the cheese grater question has not been bandied about for at least like a week on this station. Also, Emily, the producer, told me to ask the question.
I think I asked the most questions, and Andy asked the best one. Coming up next for you is Icebreakers, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events. Baby, let's cruise. You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tejon is kicking off the new year in high gear. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all January long for the $500,000 Drive the Dream Corvette giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in January for your chance to win big, including $30,000 in free play each week. Start the year with more excitement and more ways to win. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tejon. Hard Rock Casino Tejon. This is how SoCal plays.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Avatar Fire and Ash has arrived.
I am the fire!
Get your 3D tickets now for the greatest chapter of the biggest saga in history.
Whatever happens, protect his family.
Critics rave it's by far the best Avatar movie.
If your father and I do not return, you go as far and as fast as you can.
Movies don't get any bigger than this. Avatar Fire and Ash, rated PG-13, now playing.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
The cheese grater question was one that's been on my mind all week. I needed it answered from a Chicagan, okay? Thank you for asking it, Andy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, it was good. I thought it was the highlight of the entire conversation.
It's Kings game day in L.A. The Freeway Series is back. The Kings take on the Ducks tonight with pregame at 7 and face-off at 7:30. After the final horn, break it all down with Kings Talk with Sam Patesh here on 710 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app, home of the LA Kings. All right, here is score as it sits currently. We got Mace, 15 points. Yeah. John, 13. Brian, 12. Yep. Andy has 6. Here we go. For 10 points, I was born in 1946.
46.
For 9 points. I wore braces as an adult.
Braces as an adult.
Okay, that does.
For 8 points. My first recording session was as a backing vocalist on Be My Baby. For 7 points. I had the best-selling single of 1998. I couldn't hear you if you were trying to talk.
Yeah, super old.
For 6 points. I am in Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Oh, God, I should really know that because my mom made me watch
hate that. You hate the Mamma Mias. All right, 5. A duet I sang is forever linked to a movie starring Bill Murray.
Andy.
Go ahead.
Cher.
It is Cher.
Oh,
yes,
Cher,
I got you, babe, from
think.
Groundhog Day.
It is.
I was trying to think, because she's 80.
And the song was Believe, and outdid My Heart Will Go On. For 4 points, I am one of 2 female performers in the United States that have had a #1 hit and won an acting Oscar.
Yep.
It's her and Barbra Streisand.
Yeah.
3 points, I was the musical guest on the most recent episode of Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
And I'm the recording artist behind Believe.
Yeah.
There we go. It's Cher. So congrats to Andy. That was at 5 points.
All right, there you have it. Congratulations, Andy. Yeah, Cher.
And who sponsors the segment?
It is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka. Crafted in the heart of America from the finest Idaho potatoes, distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice Vodka isn't just vodka. It's a statement. Sip chilled, mix bold, drink responsibly. Blue Ice Vodka, cooler by nature. All right, and we're going to do some sports graffiti, and then we expect Sean McVay to join us here in this next hour. So excited for that as we get ready for Sunday in Chicago. Sports graffiti, I'll give you the number right now because it's a different number than we normally use. It's 213-799-0139. Now, we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. We've got the Lakers' terrible night last night. We'll dig into that a little bit into the next hour. Just terrible loss to Charlotte. They've lost 5 of their last won only 5 of their last 13 games. So they are struggling. Kyle Tucker is a Dodger. They go out and they sign the biggest free agent on the market again. Highest AAV in baseball history. We'll do that. Plus, Rams, Chicago, you heard us talking about that with David Kaplan from Chicago. All the divisional playoff games are terrific this weekend. 213-799-0139. That's 213-799-0139. We'll get your calls in here. Coming up next, Mason, Ireland. Andy's in for John, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in Portland,
it's Lakers basketball at the Moda Center.
The purple and gold are aiming for a big road win versus the Blazers.
I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
LA Lakers battle the Portland Trail Blazers.
Ahead to LeBron. Slam dunk.
Coverage begins tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
When it's game time, every play counts. So when it's time to choose your next vehicle, make the winning play at George Chevrolet. From the powerful work-ready Silverado to the family-sized Traverse and all-electric standouts like Blazer and Equinox EV, George Chevrolet has an incredible selection and a championship-caliber team ready to help you get the perfect Chevy at the best price. Visit them off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood Exit in Bellflower, or shop online at GeorgeChevy.com. That's GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey guys, new year, new benefits, which means it's finally time to stop saying you're going to use them.
ESPN LA fans, go to VisionWorks. Annual eye exam, easy. Simple scheduling, simple shopping.
And right now, it's BOGO on glasses. 2 pairs, 1 tax return.
Plus the 100-day guarantee. If your glasses aren't right, they fix it.
Great doctors, tons of frames, no hassle.
New year,
better vision.
VisionWorks, Rancho Santa Margarita, Lake Forest, Laguna de Guel, Fullerton, Brea, Bristol Plaza, and Buena Park.
VisionWorks. See the difference.
One briefcase, one moment. could change everything. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to own your destiny in 2026. Play throughout the month of January, and on January 28th, one Club Serrano member will win the case, and with it, a finale spot in any 2026 promotion, plus $400,000. Which destiny will you choose? It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Score more with the college-branded Venmo debit card. Rep your team with every tap and earn up to 5% cash back through Venmo Stash, a new rewards program where the more you do, the more you get. Get your Venmo debit card today and start earning rewards with Venmo Stash. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. Select schools available. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering buy one, get one 50% off, and every day 0% financing. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2026.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams are in the playoffs, and if you missed out on any action this past season, don't make the same mistake. Clinch your spot in the Rams house for 2026. Watch every home game next year with marquee matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Packers. In addition, enjoy home playoff ticket access, interest-free monthly payment plans, and stadium event pre-sale access. Visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Don't miss out on any of next year's action and get your Rams season tickets today.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, time for some sports graffiti. Got one line open, 213-799-0139. Coach Sean McVay going to join us in the next 30 minutes or so make sure you're here for that as we get ready for Sunday. Bears hosting the Rams divisional playoff action. Your calls right now. So much going on. Let's start out with David in Lancaster. David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, David.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so all this talk about the cold for the Rams-Bear game. Okay, so just bear with me.
Okay.
So what do you think Matthew Stafford's record is below 30 degrees?
Let's see. I do not know off the top of my head the answer to that, but I assume you do, David.
Yeah, it's 2-2. Now ask me what is Caleb Williams' record 30 degrees and below.
Okay.
It's
what
2-2.
It's 2-2. All right.
Yeah, they're both 2-2, but I'm putting my money on Stanford, Matthew and the Rams, your guys, and I'm taking the under. You think 82 points, Mace? That's a lot of points, brother. You take the under.
We're getting to 48.5, man. We're getting to 48.5. I'm telling you. I love the Rams in this game. By the way, I've developed a really healthy confidence. I never know how I'm going to feel as we get towards a game, but I'm developing a healthy level of confidence about a Rams win on Sunday.
I honestly think that the Bears could be the most dangerous team that the Rams play in the NFC. They actually, in a lot of ways, scare me more as somebody wanting to see the Rams win than the Niners or the Seahawks, even if you can make an argument that those teams are better than the Bears. I think the Bears are just really dangerous.
Let's go to Walrus in Encino. Walrus, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Walrus.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
I think the Rams win this game this weekend. And for Mr. Lockdown Lakers there, dude, if this season continues going the way it has, I think at the end of the season, J.J. Redick might need to be fired as the Lakers head coach.
Oh, come on. Let's not start this.
First of all, he just got an extension, so he's set either way.
Let's not start this. I'm telling you, you want a foundation, an organizational foundation. And every time you restart, and God knows the Lakers have done it a bunch of times, every time you restart, it's It's like a do-over. It's like you got to start the whole thing over again. I like J.J. Redick. I think that he is limited by his roster as opposed to his skills. I would be damn cold shocked if he was not here next year.
I would be pretty stunned.
Yeah.
Short of an epic collapse where it's obvious that the players, and in particular Luka and JJ, are just not vibing.
Yep.
And you got to choose between one, and clearly they're not going to choose JJ over Luka. I think it would be pretty shocking if JJ got it.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Nick in Dallas. Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Nick.
Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Friday. As a lifelong Dodgers fan, it still bothers me, all this hate we're getting. The Dodgers, they're spending their money wisely. I was watching a Sportsmanlike this morning, and I'm a fan of all three of them on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Michelle Smallman doesn't like the Dodgers, though, but Canty and Evan told her it's called a commitment to winning. The other teams, like Bergman said it this morning on the Blue Review, the owners of the other teams, they have the money, but they don't want to spend it, and Canty said it this morning best. It's called a commitment to winning, but also the Dodgers are spending their money wisely. I'm sorry, that's what the Dodgers are doing, and I like that. The other teams, you have to open up your checkbook. And Walters, he's a smart investor. He's spending his money wisely. But what's also funny, too, is I think Cohen, the owner of the Mets, he has more money than Walters, which is even funny.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. Yeah, and by the way, I agree with him. There are teams that are spending, $55 million on payroll.
Right.
There are teams that pay less their total payroll than the Dodgers do for Shohei Ohtani. I mean,
if you are a fan of a team that is upset about the way the Dodgers are spending and outspending your team,
get on your owner.
Yell at your billionaire, not the Dodgers billionaire.
Yeah.
He's not the problem.
Let's go to David in Fontana. David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, David.
Hey, guys. So you've talked a lot about the injury problem in the NBA and also this 65-game rule,
yes,
which is kind of ridiculous now. People like Jokic won't even be a candidate. Yeah. And I've heard you talk about different ideas how to solve it. So obviously we can take out limiting games, cutting out games. They don't want to lose money. So my thought that I haven't heard people talk about is, what if we move the season up to September? That's one idea. Another thought is, if you look at the Lakers' schedule, there are times when they have 3 or 4 days in between games. So why don't we take out all the back-to-backs by moving it up to September and putting more games in between so you don't have the 3 or 4 days off? I think that's better than the back-to-back.
Okay, David, thank you very much for the phone call. Yeah, I mean, I think Ireland and I agree on – we don't agree on much, but I think we agree on this. Start the season early, eliminate the back-to-backs. It's going to have an immediate impact on load management and guys sitting and all that stuff. Do you agree with that, Andy?
No.
You don't? You think guys will still sit even if there are no back-to-backs?
Because it's not load management. They're dealing with injuries.
Well, some of it is load management.
But for the most part, it's not. Most of it is directly related to injury management. Like the league.
But why are there so many more injuries now than there were like 5 years ago?
Because the style of play is so much faster. It's more spread out. You have to cover way more ground. There's more possessions. There's more pace. That's the reason.
So, Andy, you're saying it wouldn't work?
No. First of all, the league is not going to set up. They're not going to move back and open their season against the opening of the NFL. It's a non-starter.
Well, they do it against the NFL in October. Why not do it against the NFL in late September?
They're not going to want to start their season when the NFL starts their season. They want to at least start their season when the NFL isn't.
Then I would propose the NBA Finals move to July.
Oh, I would be more in favor in terms of a visibility approach. Do it in the middle of baseball.
That would actually be good for the NBA because you're only competing with Major League Baseball in July.
Oh, if you want to move further into baseball, that's fine.
Right.
I would be totally cool with that. But I think the larger problem, load management has become this catch-all term for everything. It's an injury issue. It's not a DNP old. Remember the Popovich DNP old for Tim Duncan?
Yep.
Everyone treats it now as that. It's not. It's injuries.
Okay, let's go to Sean and Lamita. Sean, hey, what's up, man? You're on Sports Graffiti.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for picking up my call. They talk about the NFL as an offensive-minded league. If you look at the teams that are there, Seattle got a bye. They have one of the top 3 defenses.
Yes.
The Broncos, they did it on defense. The Titans are all defense.
Houston did it on defense, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Texans. Thanks. And, it's all the teams. They have good defense. I mean, even Chicago, their defense isn't that good, but they get turnovers. And that's their strong point. You look at, I don't know how San Francisco's winning. They just do. But just across the board, the best defenses are there. Where's Cincinnati? At home. Where's Dallas? At home. Those are the best offenses. They're not here for the dance.
Okay, so he's saying defense is the calling card. I mean, you don't win, obviously, without a good defense. And the Rams, despite the fact that the last month or the last 6 weeks has been terrible for the defense, I love their front seven. The back end of the defense is a mess. It has been all year long, something they need to address during the offseason. But they've got a very dynamic front seven.
In a lot of ways, it reminds me of the Bears in the sense that the Rams have a really strong part of their defense, but they can be exploited in other ways. The Bears give up a lot of yards, but they're one of the best teams in terms of disruption, creating turnovers, getting takeaways. So they have their weaknesses, they have their strengths as well.
Let's get, and again, we're waiting for Coach Sean McVay any minute here. Let's go to DJ in Santa Clarita. Hey, DJ, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, guys, thanks for taking my call. Real quick, I'm a big Laker fan.
Yep.
And what would it do for us to get Triple J?
Hey, DJ, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to let you finish your thought in a minute because we are joined right now by the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, Coach Sean McVay. Coach, how are you, man?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Everything is good. Now, are you in L.A. or Chicago already?
We are in L.A.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard this, but it's going to be chilly. It's going to be brisk in Chicago on Sunday. What's the real impact for that of that on your team and on your players?
Tell you after the game.
That's it. Tell you after the game. But is there any?
No. You know what? It's as big a deal as we make it. You got to go handle it. Both teams have to play in this. We'll be ready to see if the weather actually affects the way that we have to operate, but no doubt about it. Our guys we'll be ready to go. There's no excuses, and shit, man, this is the divisional round. What more could you ask for?
What about, though, you as a coach? I mean, those guys at least get to run around, get warm, like stuff like that. You're just standing there in that cold. That's got to be rough just for you.
You clearly haven't watched me coach. I never stop moving.
Yeah, he never stops.
That is true.
You know what? I'm moving around. I'll get plenty of steps in. I'll be just fine. Don't you worry about me.
I stand corrected, Coach.
So I want to ask you, when Matthew took the ball for that game-winning drive against Carolina this last week, I want to know what's in your head. He said 51 come-from-behind drives at the end of games. What makes him so good in that kind of moment?
I just think he's cool, calm, collected. I think he loves being in those moments. He enjoys the opportunity, and you feel really good when you knew he had 4 downs and didn't even need to get to a 3rd down on that drive. So he goes right down the field, 7 plays, and really, we could have been 7 for 7. We had, one little drop there, but he did a hell of a job, and I thought really all guys around him played really well. And dude, I was almost thinking, did they score too quick?
Yeah, it's true. You took a 14-0 lead in Carolina, then they sort of crept their way back in. That happened in the Seattle game earlier this year. What's that dynamic, and how do you avoid that happening? The come from behind.
I think what I was pleased with is that you take the lead. They did a good job of making some plays. We had some opportunities where we didn't execute the way that we're capable of. The positive is that we were at our best when we had to be. We go down 4. Matthew ends up orchestrating the 2-minute drive. We cover the kick, put him inside the 30, and then 4 plays later, defense gets him off the grass. So it's about being able to find ways to be at your best in the most critical moments. You can't win the game until the 4th quarter, and certainly there's a lot of things that we can do better, which I'm encouraged about. That our guys have been intentional about leaning in this week. Got a great challenge. We can't make some of those same mistakes against a great opponent this week, but we got the right kind of guys. We got the right kind of accountability, and we're excited to go swing on Sunday.
Along similar lines, how dangerous a team do you consider the Bears? Because they've also had these 4th-quarter comebacks, and Caleb Williams has become really good at that.
Incredibly dangerous. There's a lot of respect. This is a mentally tough team. I mean, you go down 18 points and you come back the way that they did, and that's been really a consistent narrative like you guys mentioned. And Caleb's been great. Their defense tightens up at the right times. They've really done a great job of capitalizing on turnovers and taking care of the football. But This is a team that's earned the right to be where they're at. They won their division. They're the 2 seed, and it's going to be a handful for us, and we got to be at our best to be able to get it done in advance.
Caleb Williams is obviously I followed him in college. For me, he's the best college football quarterback I ever saw in person. I think someday he'll probably win an MVP, but he's great off platform. He's great on the scramble. How does your defense balance sort of getting after him and also containing him?
Yeah, I think you just mentioned it. I mean, it's controlled aggression. He's a great player. He's dynamic. He's an explosive play waiting to happen at any moment. He can make plays in the pocket. He can make plays out of the pocket. He can scramble and deliver off platform to his right, to his left. He's a great player. And you mentioned it. I mean, he's been doing this consistently going back to high school, to Oklahoma, to SC. And, you just look at the way that, he made a bunch of great plays as a rookie, and then he's really taken his game to another level this year. And it's why his team's in the position that they're in. And our guys are excited about the challenge, but there's a ton of respect and understanding of how important it is for us to be able to do the things you talked about.
Kevin Dotson's going to be back this Sunday. How much does that help the offense, open up possibilities with what you can do, just that impact of having him back?
It's great. He's a big physical presence. I think Justin Dedich has done a great job being able to really fill in. We don't take for granted how lucky we are to have some of the depth on this roster, but K-Dot is a physical presence. He's got a swagger, a confidence. He's really productive in both phases, and I know he's excited about getting back out there with his guys.
One big surprise to me as I was watching the Carolina game is the penalties. You always have one of the fewest, the team with the fewest penalties in the league, right near the top every year. 9 penalties this past weekend. How do you guard against that happening again?
You address it. We've got the right kind of guys. That was an outlier, and I trust that we're going to learn from the things that we can clean up, particularly the pre-snap penalties and then the one that we did have post-snap. Sometimes, you want to play with great fundamentals and techniques, but sometimes, you got to be able to learn from those. But you address it. You don't run away from it, and it's really about us inspiring the right response, making sure that we use these as learning ops. It's not about calling anybody out. It's about making sure, hey, when this opportunity presents itself again this week, let's make sure we learn from it, keep it moving, and there's always great teachable moments. But that was an outlier, and I expect it to be an outlier, and I think that'll be something that we'll clean up this week.
Okay, last thing for you. I'm sure you saw Ben Johnson with his F the Packers thing, his speech after the game, after they beat Green Bay last week. Kind of a salty dude. He's obviously offensively, he's just spectacular. When you look at him, what is he doing that is different? Because technically he's not from what they call your tree. He's from a different aspect of the league. Tell me about Ben Johnson and what you see when you look at the tape.
Yeah, really good coach. You can see – I always respect the guys that you can see an intent behind what they're trying to get done, a great ability to be able to put defenses in conflict, a great understanding about how to be able to manipulate front mechanics, coverage contours, put players in positions that have consistently successful outcomes while also understanding what your personnel does best. It's what he did back in Detroit. It's what he's done there. He's a really good coach. I think he's got an excellent feel as a play caller with how he sequences the game, and he's a guy that I am very familiar with just watching from afar, and I'm not surprised that they've done so well so quickly because he did a hell of a job when he took over as a coordinator and play caller in Detroit. Done a great job there, and we're looking forward to the challenge. This is why you do this, is for moments and opportunities like this to go compete and swing, and it's the best of the best.
All right, compete, swing. We will all be watching Sunday prime time at Soldier Field in Chicago. Go Rams, man. Appreciate you coming on, and best of luck, man. Bring back a win.
Hey, let's freaking roll. Appreciate you guys.
All right, there you go. There's Coach Sean McVay.
And he sounds so geeked up for this.
By the way, I'm so surprised we got him on a Friday. That's out of care. I mean, that's really close to the game, right, Em?
Yeah. Thank you to Artist Wyman for getting that together.
Artist. Thank you, Artist. Great guy. Great guy. Artist making that happen. Yeah, I kind of wanted to trigger a little Ben. I didn't really get any Ben John. It was a terrible question. If you go back and listen to the last thing I said to him, it was like one of the worst questions I have ever asked. In fact, we should cue that up. And if they have a seminar on how to ask bad questions, my last one was the worst question I've maybe asked in years.
You didn't get I have no idea what that means.
True,
so
I didn't
at least
get that.
That's good.
It did make sense.
If it makes you feel any better, terrible question. But Sean McVay, I think, is too smart to have ultimately taken the bait no matter what you asked.
Right, because the last line, and I actually wrote this down, is there some rivalry between you and Ben Johnson?
Which I don't think you said.
I did not.
That would have been a more direct way of asking.
I was sort of like trying to say it without saying it.
You know what? I'm sure that there is. And I'm sure that there's feeling there.
Yeah.
But let's see it on Saturday or Sunday.
When in doubt, just ask the question. Yeah. Like, really, that's the best way to try to get the answer.
Except I'm telling you, there were like 9 sentences of my question that didn't actually lead anywhere, that he found a way to make sense. He made more sense than I did.
Coverage contours.
Sure. Coverage contours. Yeah, a term I did not hear until this week. All right. So Lakers, disastrous night last night. Andy Kamenetsky, host of the Locked On Lakers podcast. We're going to break it down coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Kings fans, what's going on? Sam Boney here. What a brutal loss to the Knights on Wednesday.
Eichel steps in 2-on-1. Eichel shoots. Save Kemper. Loose puck. Tucked back in front, and they score. Just like that, the Kings turn it over on the zone entry, and Vegas wins the game 25 seconds into OT.
And coming up tonight against the Ducks. The Kings are going back-to-back against the Ducks, and it starts tonight, 7:30 p.m. puck drop. And after the game, your chance to win Kings tickets right here with Sam Boney on ESPN LA, your home for LA Kings hockey.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Semana más romántico del año.
Quiero ser
con la banda más romántica de todos los tiempos. MS llega a Los Ángeles con nueva fecha, 14 de febrero 2026. Viernes 13 y sábado 14 de febrero. Crypto.com Arena. Boletos en axs.com.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.5% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.5%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
I think I'm still asking that last question to McVay, stumbling around and trying to get to something that makes sense. Win and move on. Win and move on, Andy.
Look, here's the thing.
Yep.
If the Rams win, next week they will be playing a coach that Sean McVay may also see as a rival.
That's true.
You'll have your chance to ask it better.
Ask it again and maybe ask it a little better. You're good.
Just ask the question.
Rams playoff football. The Rams take on the Bears this Sunday in the divisional round with everything on the line. Tune in at 1:30 p.m. for Toyota Countdown to Kickoff with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens, leading you up to kickoff at 3:30. After the final whistle, stick around for full post-game reaction with Travis and Sua here on 710 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app, home of your Los Angeles Rams. All right, so last night, oh, God, Lakers, what the hell is going on? They've now won 5 of their last 13. They got blown out they were within 6 in the fourth quarter, and then it all fell apart. But they lose to Charlotte, one of the weaker teams in the league.
Although they have been playing better of late. They actually have been.
They were out rebounded by Charlotte. They were out assisted by Charlotte. They were out 3-point shooted.
4 players had 100 points for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hornets, they didn't just outplay the Lakers in every facet of the game. They basically took every single weakness of the Lakers and exploited the living bleep out of it.
Yep.
Like whether you're talking about they killed them on the glass, they pushed pace against the Lakers, even though Charlotte, despite their youth, they're not really a pace team. They're bottom 5 for pace. They're bottom 5 for fast break points. They ran off every Laker make, much less miss. They are a really good 3-point shooting team, particularly in like the last 15 or so games. They're averaging, I want to say, 41% as a team.
Yep.
LaMelo, Miles Bridges, Con Knipple. Those guys
Con Knipple's really good.
Those guys are all great shooters, and they exploited the fact that the Lakers are lousy at guarding the 3-point line and the paint. They're also a team that doesn't score in the paint. They have 56 points in the paint.
Let me just say, now somebody called in during Sports Graffiti. I believe it is the first official call for the firing of J.J. Redick.
Yes.
If you're scoring at home, that is number one. I think it's a ridiculous concept. I think J.J. Redick just signed an extension. He's going to be here. I love the foundation he's building, but he is limited by what – I mean, if you are playing minutes for Bufkin, is it Kobe Bufkin and Nick Smith Jr., if those guys are getting minutes, the depth is just not there for them to be able to play competitive games, particularly against young, deep teams.
Yeah. They miss Austin Reeves a lot.
Huge.
In part because they miss his skill set, but then also it moves either Jake LaRavia or Marcus Smart to the bench, increases the depth a bit. They are hurt by the fact that Rui is still on a minutes limit in terms of him coming off the bench right now, because he's their best player coming off the bench, and they can't play him the amount of minutes that they normally would. They missed Jackson Hayes in this game last night, just in terms of overall depth.
Right.
And JJ, for reasons that are totally understandable, does not trust Maxi Kleber. So he's going with a small ball center look, which against Charlotte and their rookie Ryan Kalkbrenner, that really, really hurt them, the lack of size. And also, too, they are a team. They're not a bad team.
No.
The Lakers are not a bad team. But their weaknesses are really exploitable.
Mm-hmm.
And the book on how to exploit them, not that it was that complicated a book, but it is out, and the rest of the league is reading it.
So many Laker players, as in every, complained about non-calls last night.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Hornets announcer, I don't know his name. I don't know that it's he was talking about Luka last night. This is just a quick clip.
This guy is a whiner. And the Hornets have a chance to make it hurt. A potential 4-point play.
So why get caught up in why not just play? There is complaining after every call and after every non-call. No NBA player ever committed a foul, and everybody thinks they got fouled on every single play.
Yeah. I mean, what I love watching in games is how every single play, when a player gets called for a foul, they do the challenge sign.
Yep.
Like it feels like they think coaches have unlimited challenges throughout a game, and you can just challenge every single foul against them. But to your point, they automatically react as if an injustice was committed against them, and they get caught up arguing with the ref as opposed to getting back. For a team like the Lakers that can barely
get back.
Well, they can barely defend 5-on-4, much less 4-on-5. They can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
And it's not just the players that get caught up in it. I think sometimes JJ gets caught up in it. Like JJ will lose his composure on the bench, and you take your cues from your leaders.
Right.
Like Luka complains a lot.
Yeah.
LeBron complains a lot.
Yep.
JJ will get hot a lot.
Sure.
Those are your leaders.
Yep.
And the rest of the team will take cues from that.
And now they go on the road. Mm-hmm. And they got to find a way to turn it around, because this road trip is going to be significant for them. Portland on Saturday.
On Saturday. Then I believe they come back.
They do come home.
They come back for Toronto. Then they go back.
Then they go out. Yeah. All right, so here is my last question for Sean McVay. Let's see how bad it was. Okay, last thing for you. I'm sure you saw Ben Johnson with his F the Packers thing, his speech after the game, after they beat Green Bay last week. Kind of a salty dude. He's obviously offensively, he's just spectacular. When you look at him, what is he doing that is different? Because technically he's not from what they call your tree. He's from a different aspect of the league. Tell me about Ben Johnson and what you see when you look at the tape. Oh, my God. Can I have that back? That's like somebody on a golf tee hitting the ball away and saying, give me a mulligan. I'd like a mulligan on that.
You set out to get him to talk about
Ben Johnson.
About a rivalry.
A rivalry.
And hopefully animosity.
Yeah.
But what you really asked Sean McVay is compliment Ben Johnson.
Compliment Ben Johnson.
That's not the best way to get him to talk about how much he hates Ben Johnson.
It was like in The Office when Michael Scott goes, sometimes I start a sentence where I don't know where I'm going to go. I just hope I find it along the way.
Yeah.
And, you find your way to having McVay compliment Ben Johnson.
When you're having a question, have a point. Well, it makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
You started out complimenting him, and then it was like you realized halfway through, okay, I'm not steering him when I want to go, and then you go, well, he's technically, though, not part of your tree, and there is no technically.
Yeah, technically.
And I'm sure he's not part of the tree at all.
I'm so embarrassed.
And then you steered back into, now compliment him.
I would suspend me for that question.
Win and move on. Win and move on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, coming up next for you, Dodgers have signed Kyle Tucker, the premier free agent on the market. They signed him to a gigantic deal. Alden Gonzalez from ESPN is going to join us next to talk about it. Mason in Ireland, Andy in for John, 710 ESPN.
This guy is a whiner.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in Portland, it's Lakers basketball at the Moda Center. The purple and gold are aiming for a big road win versus the Blazers.
I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
LA Lakers battle the Portland Trail Blazers.
Ahead to LeBron. Slam dunk.
Coverage begins tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
ESPN LA family on personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here for Prize Picks, and whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life, and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. I had a 2-pick power play to win $60, but they offered me $52. I'm like, I'll take the money right now. Also, find your community on Prize Picks. You can follow me. I can follow you. When you look at the app, look at the bottom right corner at profile. That's how you can go about following people. And now you can follow my picks. I can follow your picks. You don't have to text me anymore. You don't have to tweet me anymore. It's awesome. So join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. That's Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. When you make your first $5 lineup, you get $50 instantly. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
right. Money, money, money. Listen to Travis and DeMarco all week long for your chance to win the Genesis Invitational Dream Foursome giveaway. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7. Win a 4-pack of GA tickets, plus you're qualified for a chance to golf with Sua Cravens and Travis Rogers at Riviera Country Club. Very cool. All right, so the Dodgers, just if you were sleeping, the Dodgers went out and signed the biggest free agent on the market, Kyle Tucker. And joining us right now, ESPN baseball writer Alden Gonzalez, baseball reporter. Alden, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Excellent. So yesterday I was on the air, and in a prophetic way, I said, I don't believe the Dodgers are in on Kyle Tucker. And then the next thing you know, they signed him. Did you think they were in on him?
Oh, yeah, they were in on him. I didn't think they were going to sign him. And I think it's very telling to me of where the Dodgers are right now. They were pretty adamant going into the offseason that they were not going to do long-term deals. And because they weren't going to do long-term deals, it seemed pretty unlikely that they were going to land a 28-year-old outfielder who was clearly the best player available. But they did. And it's the thing about the Dodgers right now. They are the destination spot, and they have more money than everybody else, and they win more than everybody else. And at the end of the day, that's where guys want to go. So even if you're Kyle Tucker and you were projected to get an 11-year deal for $420 million, which is what we projected, you're going to take the short-term deal and sign with the Dodgers because you want to be a Dodger. And I understand why every fan base is incredibly upset by this turn of events, but that's just indicative to me of where the Dodgers have positioned themselves in the sport.
Well, it also feels, too, Alden, like Kyle Tucker can have his cake and eat it, too, because he's got these outs in Season 2 and Season 3. So in theory, he can play extremely well, maybe get a ring or two with the Dodgers, and then if he wants to opt out into a longer-term deal, one last big contract, he'll have that opportunity, and then the Dodgers can decide to do whatever they want, but then both sides ultimately end up winning.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right about that. It's an ideal fit from that perspective as well. And keep in mind, too, the free agent classes are not very good at all. Next offseason and also the offseason after that. Even worse than this year's, where there was not a clear Juan Soto type star. So with Kyle Tucker and also with Bo Bichette, who signed also a short-term deal with opt-outs, there's a very real benefit to going back into the market after a really good year. And that's another thing about Kyle Tucker, that for as talented and as well-rounded as he is when he is healthy, he, number one, hasn't been healthy lately. His platform year just now with the Cubs wasn't great. He had a really bad second half. And he's been a 4 to 5 win player, which is great, but he hasn't reached what people believe to be his ceiling. So to your point, he can ball out for a year or two, then go back into the market, and that's perfect for the Dodgers, who did not want to commit to him long term. But I think it also says something about the Dodgers in that they are a place where not only you can win, but they have proven that they can get the most out of you. They have the resources to take on reclamation projects, make them better, and have them sign elsewhere. There are a ton of examples in recent history of guys who have signed short-term deals with the Dodgers who go get money elsewhere, and I am certain that that is what Kyle Tucker's camp was thinking about when he chose them.
So I am guessing that 1 year from right now, we are going to be in a lockout in Major League Baseball.
No question.
And I wonder what's the impact of this signing of Kyle Tucker? I heard somebody say this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. I think the camel's back broke a while ago. But what's the impact of the Tucker signing on what we're going to see coming up after the 26th season?
Yeah, I don't think there's one straw that breaks the camel's back here. I think these are just things that stack up. And whether it's right or wrong, fair or unfair, there's a lot of anger among fans. There's a lot of anger among owners. And every time something like this happens, it makes it even more clear to me that Major League Baseball is going to go to the mat for a salary cap. And because they're going to do that, we are going to experience a prolonged lockout. How long that lasts, what ultimately gets one side to break over the other, nobody has any idea. But the reality of the Dodgers, and this is not a fault of the Dodgers by any stretch, Their owner, Mark Walter, is operating the way every owner should, which is by pumping money back onto the roster. But two things that the Dodgers have that other teams don't. One is they have this ironclad, super lucrative local media deal at a time when the RSN model is deteriorating and teams cannot count on that revenue anymore. All right? And number two, they have Shohei Ohtani. And they have done such a great job of leveraging who Shohei Ohtani is, an international superstar, the likes of which Major League Baseball never has. And he has become a cash cow for them. And they are thinking, and so that's why money is no longer an object. They are going to pay, because they are exceeding the luxury tax threshold's highest threshold, and they pay a 110% tax on overages. They're going to pay Kyle Tucker close to $120 million in 2026. That is bigger than a lot of teams' payrolls. I don't know how many, but at least some of them. All right, and you could say something similarly about Edwin Diaz. They don't care. It doesn't matter. And there are no other teams that can operate like that right now, or at the very least are willing to.
Let me ask you this, though, Alden. When you mentioned before that you thought that the league would go to the mattresses to implement a salary cap, do you also expect a salary floor to come with that? Because otherwise, then these owners are telling on themselves that they just don't want to spend what they could, even if the Dodgers still have more money.
Yeah, there will be a floor, at least in the proposals. Again, I don't know that it's going to happen. But if you look at the last CBA negotiations, one of their first proposals was a salary floor. And I think that's the only way they can sell this to fans. It's the only way they even have a chance of selling this to players. Is that actually is their biggest pitch, is, look, we're going to have this salary floor, and because of it, Team X, Team Y, Team Z is going to have to spend a lot more money than they're spending today, and at the end of the day, it's going to lead to more revenue for players. Whether or not that's actually true, it's going to be for the union to decipher. But, yeah, they go hand in hand. But the union's not going to go for that. Last time the salary floor was proposed, they balked at it because to them it smelled of a salary cap, and that is a guiding principle of the MLB Players Association, is a hard no on a salary cap, because that's been basically their entire history.
Okay, last thing for you, and I want you to tell me if this thought is somewhere in Andrew Friedman, Mark Welter's head. The work stoppage is coming. Maybe we do wind up with a salary cap. And I agree with you. I think it's going to be just a holy war to try to get a salary cap in Major League Baseball. But let's say it does happen. They've gotten two guys in sort of under the wire who would be grandfathered into whatever this next system is post-lockout. Is that thought in their heads?
I think at the very least, the thought that is in their heads that is partly motivating what they're doing is that they have no idea what the economic landscape is going to look like after 2027. And especially not also after 2028, because I remind you that Major League Baseball is trying to centralize local media. And that's going to change the economics of baseball as well. I think generally speaking, you might be walking into a completely different economic situation moving forward, with or without a salary cap, definitely with even tighter restrictions. So I think that's part of it. I do think that the major motivation for them is what I said earlier. One is that they want to win a third straight championship and cement this as truly like one of the greatest dynasties in baseball history. And they're making a ton of money, and they might as well spend it. But I do think you're right in that they don't know after this year, all bets are off. Who knows what the sport is going to look like? Spend it now. I think that's definitely part of the calculation.
All right. Hey, Alden, great stuff. Follow you all the time on Twitter or X or whatever, and see you on TV. Thank you very much for making time. We appreciate it, man.
No problem, guys. Anytime.
There is Alden Gonzalez. Yeah, I think that is in their head. It's like, all right, let's get a couple more contracts in before the whole thing changes, and then we're grandfathered in, and we have Edwin Diaz and we have Kyle Tucker.
I'm curious to see what happens. Like, okay, you have this new salary structure and salary cap. Like, do they get to keep all of their players? Like, do they have?
I cannot imagine a world where, let's say, the players lose, there is a salary cap, and I think it remains to be seen, and I think it's unlikely it's going to happen. But let's say it happens. I don't think they're going to make you get rid of players.
I was going to say, like, do they have to do their own expansion?
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're getting these under the wire just in case.
Yeah. It'll be very interesting to see, because they're not the only team with a high payroll.
No.
The Mets. Like there are other teams around the league. Frankly, the Blue Jays, who the
Sure.
Dodgers beat in the World Series, they have a high payroll.
Right. I mean, the Padres have high.
Right.
If you look at it, I mean, the bottom payrolls are just a joke. Miami, $67 million. Come on.
And the Dodgers didn't spend the most money last year. It was the Mets.
It was the Mets. You're right. They didn't. All right. Coming up next for you, let me see. Who are the highest paid athletes in all of sports?
They're all on the Dodgers.
Plus, Michael Irvin doesn't want you asking about tickets for Monday. We'll do that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, Andy in for John, 710 ESPN. It's Friday, and you're thinking about the weekend, and you got dinner plans and night out. Maybe you got a game. Maybe just finally getting some rest. Here's the thing. Accidents do not care that it is Friday. They don't care that you had plans or tickets or childcare lined up. One distracted driver, one guy texting at the wheel, one bad decision, and your whole weekend can turn into an ER visit or pain and stress and all that stuff. That's why I want you to lock in one number before you even start your weekend. It's 800-345-6789. Simple. It's an order. 800-345-6789. That's the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. If something happens tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, on your way back home, you feel pressure and you maybe think, I'm just going to shake this off. Don't. Call 800-345-6789. Remember, you don't pay Jacob unless he wins. Chosen legal partner of the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC. 800-345-6789. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events. Baby, let's cruise. You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
One briefcase, one moment could change everything. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to own your destiny in 2026. Play throughout the month of January, and on January 28th, one Club Serrano member will win the case, and with it, a finale spot in any 2026 promotion, plus $400,000. Which destiny will you choose? It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night. Okay, Kirk. I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes!
Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
ESPN LA fans, elevate your next game night with Gießen Wines from New Zealand. Their Gießen 0% range brings you premium Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut with 0% alcohol and all the flavor. Crisp, refreshing, award-winning, crafted with the same care as their classic full-strength wines, just without the alcohol. Post-game dinner, weeknight unwind, or hosting the crew, whenever you're pouring, you're never out of the moment. Gießen 0% wines, all in, never out.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Cher, she's dating like a 26-year-old, I think, right now.
Yeah, the reason why I did Cher for the icebreaker was because there's a promo running from the morning show where they're talking about Cher, and I hear it every 5 seconds.
Yes, yes. By the way, did you see Cher on Saturday Night Live?
I saw I only saw the sketch with Bowen.
You did not see her performance?
No.
Oh my God, just terrible. First of all, she was lip syncing. That's just, and I heard
she is like 79.
I know, but I always thought Saturday Night Live had like rules about lip syncing. But that's the first performance I've seen that I can remember where the artist was clearly just lip syncing.
I mean, she's no Ashley Simpson because Ashley Simpson did the whole "it started, she didn't know it started" that whole thing, and she wasn't as big as obviously Cher.
Yes. So I wanted to. Here's an update. A lot of people have been following this story. I mentioned yesterday that I have been on a food run. I had chicken parmesan from C&O Trattoria in Marina del Rey delivered to my house on Monday.
A, C&O is terrific.
It is.
Been around forever. It's always good. B, if you're ever looking for somebody to share a chicken parm dinner with, Brian Windhorst.
Oh, really? He's a big chicken parm guy?
Loves him a chicken parm.
Chicken parm is awesome.
He talks about it on the Hoop Collective all the time.
Okay.
Loves chicken parm.
Tuesday night. I noticed that I lost like 0.4 of a pound when I got on the scale on Tuesday. So I'm like, all right, chicken parmesan from C&O Trattoria. Let's roll. Next day, get on the scale, lost a little more weight. Wednesday night, chicken parmesan, C&O Trattoria delivered. Tonight, or last night, chicken parmesan, C&O Trattoria delivered. That is
at this point, you'll lose 10 pounds.
4 consecutive nights I have had chicken parm from C&O Trattoria delivered to my house.
Here's my theory for this.
Yeah.
Chicken parm is obviously not a diet-friendly food.
No, it's not.
But it's filling.
Yes.
So I wonder if...
You're 100% right. It's like the only thing I eat.
You are eating less in the aggregate, even though you're eating one heavy meal.
And protein. Chicken.
Protein, right? It's a little fried. I think they fry it up a little bit. There's a little bit of pasta, not a lot of pasta. I don't eat the garlic knots. They have great garlic knots. I don't eat those. Where's the best chicken parm you've had in L.A.? Best chicken parm. For me, there are 2. One is the restaurant John Ireland took me to in Manhattan Beach, which is called Slay's, they have a great chicken parm. And the other one, where you want to go to see and be seen, Craig's has a great chicken parm. Craig's in West Hollywood.
I remember Dantana's used to have a really good chicken parm.
I've not been to Dantana's in years.
I think it's closed now.
Is it?
I think.
That's like a legendary spot.
I believe Dantana's has closed.
Yeah. I'm looking for a good restaurant I haven't been to for tomorrow night. Any ideas, Em? You live in sort of my neck of the woods.
Have you been to Lady Hawk?
No.
Lady Hawk is in WeHo.
Okay.
As well. It's inside of a hotel.
Okay.
So it's like a hotel restaurant, but it's pretty good. I went on a date there like a year ago or whatever, and it was pretty good. It has like Mediterranean food.
Okay.
And I saw a Property Brother there. So
one of the Property
clearly
Brothers?
it's a
They don't always travel together? The Property Brothers aren't always together?
No, a singular Property Brother, and then a guy that was on Gilmore Girls.
No, wow.
Anyway, so.
Good night.
Okay, Dantana's also not closed.
Not closed,
Just
okay.
Don't
want to get them upset. For all
Still
you
around.
old school Hollywood guys.
Say, there's a different old school play.
Old school Hollywood buffet.
Old school Hollywood buffet. I love me one of them.
What's the? I'm also. It's in Hollywood. It's been around forever.
Musso and Frank.
Yes.
Yeah.
You couldn't find Musso and Frank's?
Yeah.
I believe they also have good chicken.
Musso and Frank is delicious.
Musso and Frank is
Parm
delicious.
Talk.
Parm Talk. Exactly. So
Get windy.
Let me see. There's one. Oh, you saw the Bone Temple last night. The Ray Fiennes movie, Bone Temple, 28 Days Later. What did you think?
So I really loved it. If you have not seen 28 Years Later, the one that came out like last April, you have to see that first.
Oh, you have to go back and see it?
It literally picks up seconds after that movie.
Oh, okay.
And they don't explain anything.
So it's a part 1, part 2 thing.
Yeah, you have to see that first one. So if you haven't seen it yet, watch it now. Then go see Bone Temple. But Bone Temple is amazing. There was 2 times in watching the movie, my theater erupted in applause, and it was not the ending. There were 2 scenes that you can't help but be like,
really?
Yeah!
That's awesome.
Wow.
I am somewhat squeamish with blood and guts and squashies.
Yep.
So I had to cover my eyes in some parts. But overall, it's much more violent, but much more gratifying than the other installment.
The 28 years.
The 28 years is very emotional.
Yeah.
You follow the journey of this young boy finding himself, becoming a man. And so that's much more emotional. This one is much more scary, thrilling. It pays off.
Mm-hmm.
Really exciting.
Okay.
And then hopefully it is leading to the next movie. So
there's going to be another. Yeah. How many 28 days can there be? There's only 28 days.
Well, there's days, there's months, there's years.
Months,
the
years,
ending is.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, watch it.
I don't like going to see scary movies.
This is a bad time for that because they release all those scary movies from like January to March.
I saw one scary movie last year, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Weapons?
Weapons. Oh,
that's
my.
like minimum scary, not
I
that
thought,
scary.
wait a minute. There's that lady's twisting that
It's
thing,
not
and those
that
people
scary.
are like attacking, and then I don't want to spoil it.
Well, you
But all
can.
those
It came out a
kids-
year ago.
Yeah. All those kids go, oh, you haven't seen it.
Well, no,
Andy
no,
does
they
not
run
like
off.
it. He's
Remember,
the
they
thing.
run off like
Yeah,
this. They always have their arms out.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy didn't like it.
I did not like it.
What's wrong with you?
Plenty.
Oh,
How much time you got?
Yeah. No, I do like. That's one of my more favorite movies of the year.
I did not get into it.
Okay, Michael Irvin. We're a natural
Chicken
transition.
Parm, Bone Temple. Let's go to the Bone Temple.
That's
And then
right.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, Michael Irvin. So Michael Irvin, of course, went to Miami Monday night. Miami plays Indiana in the national championship game. And it is official that Michael Irvin has sent out a message. He says, no tickets to the national championship game. Don't ask me. Don't call me. Don't text me. I can't help you. The one thing I find interesting about this, and obviously tickets are crazy expensive, like the get-in price is $3,300 for that game Monday.
Parking is like $800. Someone was like, is it cheaper to get your car towed and go to the impound lot than it is to pay for parking?
Yeah, it's a very good question.
$800?
$800 to park. $3,300 is the get-in price for the worst seats in the building.
Wow.
Yeah, so I understand this. I get people. Em, do you get people hit you up for tickets?
No.
I get people hit me up for tickets all the time because they
By the way, don't
assume-
ask me for tickets.
Yeah, they assume that because I do what I do and I'm around all the teams and stuff that I must have just a steady supply of tickets.
People see me as a ticket factory for the Lakers.
Yes.
Like that I just have an endless supply of tickets because I've covered the Lakers for so long.
Yeah.
And I've tried to explain to people, like, I'm not attending games for fun. Like, I remember when I first started doing this, people would be like, how many beers do you have during a game? I'm like, 0. I'm working. This is a job.
Yeah, I get people, friends flying in from out of town. They're like, can you get us Lakers tickets? I'm like, who am I? Who the hell? I can't get you Lakers. Just go to, you know where I get my tickets? StubHub.
Right.
Disney, however, I can usually hook people up with. But again, don't email me about it. But
yeah, I buy tickets off StubHub and Vivid all the time.
But here's the thing, too. In Michael Irvin's case, it's not just, he's Michael Irvin. Everyone knows that he knows everybody, all that stuff. He's a U alum.
Yes.
He likely knows a lot of people in Miami because he was a U alum and the game's in Miami.
Yes, true.
So it's not just that he's an alum of the U. He's an alum of the U, and the game is in Miami. So he's hearing from everybody.
Yeah. See, I would have put out this tweet. I would have said, don't ask me, don't call me, don't text me. Don't even think about asking me for tickets to the national championship game. Call Ray Lewis.
Well,
that's a good way to go.
You're calling Ray Lewis. You clearly want those tickets.
All right, coming up next for you, going to do some Fast Track. Em's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Big Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Kings fans, what's going on? Sam Boney here. What a brutal loss to the Knights on Wednesday.
Eichel steps in 2-on-1. Eichel shoots. Save Kemper. Loose puck. Tuck back in front, and they score. Just like that, the Kings turn it over on the zone entry, and Vegas wins the game 25 seconds into OT.
Coming up tonight against the Ducks. The Kings are going back-to-back against the Ducks, and it starts tonight, 7:30 p.m. puck drop. And after the game, your chance to win Kings tickets right here with Sam Boney on ESPN LA, your home for LA Kings hockey.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. When you're a guest at Pechanga, you're treated to world-class resort amenities, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, golf, and of course, 24/7 gaming excitement. The casino floor is huge. 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. It makes Pechanga one of the largest in the country. Just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number. 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more info.
What a year for LA sports. The Dodgers' epic Game 7 World Series victory. Shohei's unbelievable 3-homer, 10-strikeout playoff masterpiece. Luka Doncic joining the Lakers. Were one of those your top sports moment of the year? Or was it Kershaw's emotional final game at Chavez Ravine? LAFC landing Sung Hung Min or something else? Cast your vote at lasports.org/vote. Winners will be announced at the Los Angeles Sports Council's 20th Annual LA Sports Awards on January 28th. Vote today at lasports.org/vote. For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where legends rise and history is made. February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Tickets at genesisinvitational.com.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible. Overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, ma'am.
And before I get to my Fast Track, it's Kings game day in LA. The Freeway Series is back. The Kings take on the Ducks tonight. Quack, quack, with pregame at 7 and face-off at 7:30. They say quack, quack.
I do not believe they say quack, quack.
Okay.
They did quack there, no?
After the final horn, break it all down on Kings Talk with Sam Patesh here on 7:10 a.m. or on the crystal clear digital audio in the ESPN LA app, home of the LA Kings.
There you go.
So I saw this on my TikTok yesterday, and I'm a renter. And occasionally I'll be looking for a new place.
Right.
But I guess it's been like 2 years since I've looked for a new apartment. But apparently there is an apartment complex in LA that has a very interesting reason why they may or may not want a renter. So here is this clip from the LAist.
From an LA apartment because you're a Gemini. It may not be common, but is it legal?
If they say that they're a Leo, I go, great. I can't wait to rent to you. You're your own boss. I don't have to do nothing. You'll change every light bulb. You'll never call us.
For years, Dave Goldstein has asked prospective tenants to tell him their astrological sign. His company, Art Deco Apartments, rents out units in well-preserved buildings with period-appropriate interiors. He also asks other questions, like, what's the color of your car? He knows his approach to tenant screening is unusual, but he says it works.
Scorpio's very particular. I have a lot of Virgo tenants. They're particular, but they're good. Libra is fantastic because they want it good, but they don't want to fight. No fighting at all with a Libra.
Goldstein says he would never reject someone based just on their sign, but I wanted to know, is it even legal to ask? So I took that question to a housing rights attorney.
There's not a specific law against it, but because of the seemingly arbitrary nature of asking somebody about their astrological signs, it could potentially violate that Unruh Act. That's an act that prohibits arbitrary discrimination in business establishments.
So what do you think? Should landlords be allowed to ask for your star sign before you land an apartment? Let us know.
That's the LAist.
LAist, which is great.
Yeah, they're great.
It is. Yeah, terrific.
What do you think about this?
I first of all, I think astrological signs, I think it's all a bunch of nothing. I don't believe in astrology. Ramona has done my charts, and I'm like, she starts reading them, and I sort of glaze over and fall asleep. I don't understand, and I don't think they are accurate. Now, I don't know that it's necessarily wrong to ask. Like, if you ask for a birthday on an application, right, it automatically tells you what astrological sign you are.
Exactly. He doesn't have to say, are you a Leo or Gemini? In your application, you put your birth year on it. He can figure it out.
He can figure that out.
I think the color of your car is weird to ask as well.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares?
What sign are you, Em?
I'm a Gemini.
Have
which
you
apparently
been,
I would not be able to
Have
say
you been
his.
asked that question, like in a dating situation? What sign are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Certain areas of people that I date care about that a lot.
Brian, what are you?
I'm a double Gemini.
What does that mean?
Hey, me too.
I don't know.
I'm also a double Gemini. So
Not
like,
sure.
two of your main like rising and sun are the same thing. So it's like Gemini, Virgo, whatever.
I will say this. I'm an Aries, and It does fit.
Hey, but Aries and Geminis get along really well.
We do. That's why it's going so well, Em. That's why it's going so well.
The only reason.
I don't believe in this. I guess the guy's got a thing. I don't think it's illegal unless you say, I am not renting to any Leos.
I mean, I will
Sorry,
say...
you're a Leo. I can't rent to you. That would be discriminatory. But finding out, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you want to say he's made a mistake, it's admitting it out loud because, like Emily said, he could find out all of this information without making it public.
Right.
It certainly feels like a step up from, say, like, racial discrimination.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like, it feels like, I guess if
Zodiac discrimination.
Yeah, like this is evolving. Like, if I had to choose between racial discrimination and Zodiac discrimination, I would choose Zodiac.
I'm pro-Zodiac.
Even though I would make it clear, I don't believe in either.
I am not renting to a Capricorn.
I also think, too, broadly speaking, women believe in astrology way more than men.
True?
Okay, I think it's because we are ruled by the moon more than men are. We have menstruation that is done by the tides and the moon.
The moon does that?
It's part of it.
Moonstration.
Oh, my God.
That's why we are controlled more by it. That's why we care about it a little more.
Yeah. All right.
Fast
You guys
track.
have your sports. We'll have our astrology.
You have your astrology.
You have your
exactly.
sports.
You have your sports and your
Prepare
astrology.
You probably know college football better than
Yeah.
anybody at the station.
Yeah. All right.
Fast track.
Brian,
All right,
vroom,
guys,
vroom.
If you go to a Lakers Rams games, you might have seen Macaulay Culkin there. He
Yeah,
seems
he's
to be there quite
everywhere,
often
yeah.
now. I know he's in the new Fallout show.
He's dating Brenda Song,
And he
who's
is-
a big Rams fan. Is that
married
correct?
to.
Oh, they're married to. Yeah.
Well, he came up with a couple. If you see him out in public, a couple rules, 3 rules that you have if you want to approach him
Don't
here.
do this.
Right. That actually wasn't on there, so maybe he enjoys that.
Yes.
His 3 ruals were: don't approach me when I'm at the dinner table.
Okay.
Don't approach me when I'm with my kids at any time.
Okay.
And don't follow me into the bathroom. So that, these are all, I think, pretty
Fair.
Yes,
rules
fair
here.
rules, yeah.
If you had one chance to meet him, you had to break one of these rules, though. Which one are you breaking?
Bathroom, dinner, or kids? Bathroom, dinner, kids. Bathroom, dinner, kids. I will interrupt him.
Like if he's at the can, would you say?
I've been interrupted. The can. Hey, aren't you Steve Mason? Like from the next journal?
No.
Not right now.
I'm Meave Sason.
I would say dinner. Dinner would be the place. If you had to do it, dinner would be the place to interrupt.
I would say, first of all, the one to interrupt the least is with kids.
With kids,
Absolutely.
yeah. Don't do anything when kids are there.
Like, that's the one that's going to put his guard up the most. I'm going to vote can. And the reason I'm voting can is because there's the least amount of people around. If you do this in the restaurant, other people may get the idea, well, he just approached Macaulay Culkin.
Right. So
I will approach Macaulay Culkin. In the can, it's still inappropriate, but there's the fewest amount of people who will get ideas from you acting inappropriate.
True.
So I'd go
True.
can.
Brian, which would you go?
I agree with Andy there. It's more private, and
In the
kinda do it
can?
in passing. Yeah, you see him in there. Hey.
Yeah, in the can, I know.
No, it's not a good idea. I want to make it
Right,
clear.
right.
It's
Yeah.
not a good
Shouldn't
idea.
do it, but yeah.
We had to choose one of the 3. I think it's the best idea between restaurant with his children in the can. In the can's the best of 3 bad options.
So I once took a whiz next to William H. Macy. And I'm a huge William H. Macy
Did you ask
fan.
him about Varsity Blues?
I should. I didn't say anything because we were in the middle of our business. But it's not the time to approach somebody
it's
for
not.
me.
It's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I
all
don't,
of these are fair for Macaulay Culkin.
Sure. I do not approach famous people, generally speaking. Do you?
No, it's been a long time since I have. There's got to be a pretty good reason at this point.
Brian, do you approach a famous person?
I don't think I ever have.
Yeah. Em?
I one time asked for a picture when I was in high school when I ran into a guy from The Office in New York City. And then the second time, I passed by Bill Simmons on an escalator and I said, "Hi, Bill Simmons." I didn't stop and say, "Can I have a picture" or whatever.
Oh, you didn't ask for a picture with
No.
Bill Simmons. The only person I've ever done that to is weirdly Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
You asked for a picture
I asked
with
for
him?
a picture. I have a picture of me and Steven
But
Tyler
I thought I've heard
together.
the story where you rush out and get pictures with people all the time.
You know what? Ireland, since he's not here, I can say he's exaggerating that. I don't get pictures with everybody.
I'm not exaggerating how you ran into this studio and hijacked a phone interview with Cato Kalin.
That is true. I did hijack a Cato Kalin interview. Well, because that's
Cato Kalin.
Interesting as hell, yeah. All right, there you have it. We'll do some more Fast Track coming up for you. In the meantime, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Matthew McConaughey has trademarked one of his famous expressions.
All right.
So he's trademarked that. Now, here's my question, and I get it. Apparently, do we have to pay him now that we played that? Like, that's how it works with Michael Buffer. If you ever said that one thing that Michael Buffer says, he will come after you.
Let's not keep talking about it.
Yeah. So Matthew McConaughey has trademarked it.
All right.
My question is, he uttered this line in a movie called Dazed and Confused, a great movie written and directed by Richard Linklater. Why doesn't the director of the movie own the rights to that?
Or the writer of the movie.
The writer of the movie, as opposed to Matthew McConaughey. He was doing a line, was he not?
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was improvised.
Oh, he improvised.
Like, it's something that he actually brought from, I believe it was a saying of his.
Okay.
That he brought to the character of Wooderson. Either way, it has become totally associated with him.
All right.
What I find funny about this, though, is that apparently he did this because he's trying to protect against the use of his voice saying, all right, for AI.
But he did approve his own voice to be used for AI.
He's an AI pitchman.
He's an AI guy.
I know. It's your own fault, my guy.
Yeah.
He is an AI pitchman who's trying to protect against AI.
Yeah. Now, did you All Right is obviously his most famous, but you know what else I think of with him? Wolf of Wall Street. I just rewatched Wolf of Wall Street. You want to talk about a watchable movie?
He's great in it.
He's great in it.
Very long movie.
You know what? It works. It just works for me on every level. It's just such a fun movie. All right, so do we do one more here, or do we? No, let's do some. We'll do some more Fast Track coming up. Again, it's a gigantic day. Isn't it great to be an Angelino? I mean, we got Kyle Tucker landing with the Dodgers. We got the Rams in the NFC champion. I'm projecting.
Whoa!
In the divisional round on Sunday.
Whoa!
Yeah, I did put the cart firmly before the horse there.
Let me tell you something. Rams better win this game now.
By the way, and we got the Lakers.
We got the Lakers doing things.
They played. We'll do that coming up with some more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
One briefcase, one moment could change everything. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving you a chance to own your destiny in 2026. Play throughout the month of January, and on January 28th, one Club Serrano member will win the case, and with it, a finale spot in any 2026 promotion, plus $400,000. Which destiny will you choose? It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, visit FVGradio.com.
If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise.
See website for complete details.
We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird.
An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it?
Call now, 800-417-6411. 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 800-417-6411 and give us your answer.
The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
The champion has landed. Lionel Messi's exclusive wine is here, and he chose Mortada Imports, the only place in the U.S. to get it. Stop searching. The 10 GOAT Primitivo Puglia is the bottle every sports fan needs to own. This is your chance to celebrate like a champion. It's history in a bottle. Don't miss this winning opportunity. Pre-sale is happening now. Go to messywine.com. That's messywine.com. Own the legend.
Let me tell you why I went to VisionWorks in Orange County. First, it's so simple. Simple scheduling, so I booked my exam fast. Simple shopping, so I actually found frames I liked without overthinking it. And I love my new glasses. And here's the best part. VisionWorks backs it all with a 100-day guarantee. If your glasses aren't right, they'll make it right. VisionWorks accepts most major insurance plans. And their eye experts will help you get the most out of your benefits. And they can if you don't have benefits. So if it's time for new glasses, do what I did. Head to one of the 7 OC locations. Go to VisionWorks and see the difference.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, vroom, vroom, man.
And before I get to my Fast Track, win and move on. It's Rams football. It's a rivalry game, maybe. Right, Mace?
Yes.
The Rams take on the Bears this Sunday in the divisional round with everything on the line. Tune in at 1:30 p.m. for Toyota Countdown to Kickoff with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens, leading up to kickoff at 3:30. And after the whistle, stick around for a full post-game reaction. Occasionally, there's McVay who does his post-game interview, and he occasionally cusses and has a great lot of feeling.
Morales does whatever Morales is doing.
But
right
Travis
on the
and
post-game,
Sua will be on that post-game show. I don't know if Morales will be there.
Okay.
But hear it on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the ESPN LA app, home of your Los Angeles Rams. So Seth Rogen won a Golden Globe this past Sunday.
Yep.
For two, actually. One for the studio winning Best Comedy and one for his role as Best Actor in a Comedy.
Yeah, huge fan.
The studio's fantastic show. Really happy about it. I love the show Platonic. But he sat down with the CBC and he was talking about this kind of stigma around marijuana usage, especially that like marijuana users are lazy. And I get this a lot from my own parents. They don't really understand weed and its usage and, anyway. So this is Seth Rogen with the CBC talking about the stigma against marijuana usage.
Yep.
I've never found that stereotype to be true. I know far more lazy people who don't smoke weed. I work with a lot of people who are very lazy and never smoke weed. And so, yeah, I think, people over the years to stigmatize weed, there's been they like cycle through stereotypes. Like in the 40s and 50s, it was like literally that it made you insane and you would kill people. It would make you psychotic. Like they tried to criminalize it. It would make there's psychosis. There's things like this that still keep coming back and rearing their heads. I think for me it is like intrinsic to my baseline functionality. Like I've compared it to like glasses. Like and I think to that, I think it's a lot like glasses. Like if you don't need glasses and you wear them, everything looks weird. But if you need glasses and you wear them, everything looks normal. And just as glasses aren't stigmatized, I don't think weed should be,
Yeah, I'm wearing my glasses right now.
You want to get high?
Yeah.
Occasionally people say 4 eyes.
4 eyes, right, sure. Right. Now, I imagine from watching The Studio and watching all of Seth Rogen's unbelievably creative, inventive stuff.
And prolific. He does a lot of stuff.
I think he is stoned in the writer's room a lot. Do we all believe that? He's wearing his glasses in the writer's room? I think that's one of the reasons why such really weird, odd stuff comes out of writers' rooms associated with him. He said intrinsically part of his baseline. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I do use cannabis myself.
Whoa.
What?
I do.
That's crazy.
I know.
When did this start?
This started, it's been going on. It's weird about weed. I never used cannabis until I was in my 30s. Like all those years, college, fraternity, 20s, record guys giving me stuff to get me to play, all that, never till I was in my 30s. And now I use it from time to time. I believe I'm an incredibly productive person. I don't think it necessarily equals laziness. It can, but like Seth said, I know lots of lazy people who do it straight.
Here's the thing. I mean, first of all, I think the stereotype of laziness with weed comes from the stereotypical characters when they're on weed,
Sure.
often in TV and movies, where they're out of it. Brad Pitt in True Romance, Cheech and Chong, like all these
Harold Kumar,
all these different stoner characters. They're out of it. They are often laying around. They look lazy. I think you can be somebody who smokes a lot of weed and is really prolific. I like Seth Rogen. I know a lot of people like that. What I have found, though, at least for me, I consider myself somebody with a work ethic, and I'm somebody that occasionally partakes as well. I cannot get anything done.
Oh, really?
Nothing.
See,
I'm the same way. I can't do anything, but it's my relaxing. It's like I can fully relax the first time all day if I have a little bit.
See, I am endlessly creative when I use cannabis. Endlessly. Like I told you, a pit. I don't say it on the show because it's specific, but a pitch I have for a horror movie.
Right.
In a really unique, weird way. It only came from when I was stoned.
Here's what the point where I really realized I can't do anything while high. And because there's also, too, the stereotype of marijuana brings out creativity.
Yes.
I remember one time when I was working on a script. This was in my 20s.
Yep.
I decided, I really want to get creative. So I'm going to smoke a bit, and then I'm going to sit down, and I'm really going to expand my mind, get going. I sat down at my laptop, and I realized, like 90 minutes later, I had just been sitting the whole time staring at my screen, and 90 minutes flew by. I didn't type a single word.
Right.
And that's just basically me. Like, I shut down in terms of doing anything productive whatsoever.
See, for me, you shut down, my mind opens up. Like, I become creative and open and receptive. Brian, I heard somewhere that you might partake.
What?
Oh, yeah, just on the daily,
only on the daily? Oh, well, that's good.
Only 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Now, does it shut you down? Do you become more creative? How does it affect you?
No, I think to Seth Rogen's point, I think I'm the exact same person, honestly. It's more of like the baseline. Like, I've been doing it since college, practically every day for, 13 years now or say. It's just part of the, and where I went to school too, it was a big part of the culture up there where everybody,
Humboldt State?
right.
Yeah.
Everybody was like this all the time, to his point.
Everyone was gardening a lot.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Snoop, by the way, is is a stoner, and I don't know if anybody works harder than Snoop. He's on virtually every show I watch now.
He's actually, it was just announced.
The Olympics, the Golden Globes. I mean,
Eli Roth, one of the big-time people in horror movies, has a new movie that he's developing with Snoop called Don't Go in the House, bleep. Can't say the bleep word.
The B word.
The B word.
Yeah.
Don't go in the house, B word.
Yeah. You know what? That title
sounds
probably...
like a 30 Rock movie.
Yeah.
It does.
But I bet it'll be funny, though. I bet it'll be funny with those two guys together.
You know, this is a rando thought, but did you know that Tina Fey is doing a new series?
Watch the trailer today.
Yeah, with Tracy Morgan and with Harry Potter.
And it's based off Daniel Radcliffe. It's a football show. The rise and fall of Tracy
Reggie
Morgan's
Dinkins
character.
is the name. Yeah. I'm excited for that. Tina Fey is so good at that.
She's awesome.
And Harry Potter's great.
You've never seen it.
Really good.
Fast Track.
I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
You know
Bri,
what? Some of them are actually good.
They are good.
Bri, what do you got?
Watch the third one.
Number 3. Okay. Skip the first
Alfonso
two.
Cuarón is the director.
Who is?
Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's still Harry Potter, right?
But it's Alfonso Cuarón.
Dude, they have like a murderer's row of English actors.
Oh, yeah. All the great English actors.
They're all in these. The casts are incredible.
Yeah, so that's Tracy Morgan and Harry Potter in The Rise and Fall of Reggie Dinkins. All right, what do you got, Brad?
I got something from everybody's favorite fun guy here. Kawhi Leonard in the media scrum a couple days ago.
So much fun.
Was asked about the concept of playoff Kawhi. You know, everybody gets that nickname, playoff, you know.
Yep.
And he said, quote, "I don't even know who that is." He said, "I think just media, you guys make it up just to have something." The media scrum there later went on to say, well, hey, this is your own coach that said playoff Kawhi.
Yeah.
And then he kind of, took it back. He's like, okay, maybe. Do you agree that, that term playoff, for certain players is real?
Oh, sure. It is real for certain players.
1,000%.
Kike Hernandez is a great example of this
Robert
for the
Ory.
Dodgers.
Robert Ory was a great
Robert
playoff
Ory.
player.
Who did you say?
I said playoff P.
Playoff P, exactly. Yeah,
Podcast
playoff P.
P.
That didn't work.
Jimmy Butler has been a great playoff player. He hasn't always been as prolific in the regular season. He's been steadily great in the playoffs.
Some players just got a knack for rising to
red
the
light
occasion.
player.
Yeah, red light player, exactly. Red light player. All right, so coming up next. Oh, Chris Russo. I actually have a whole bunch of sound things to play. That's a good tease, isn't it, Em?
Yeah, we'll make it a sound segment.
Sound segment. Chris Russo has some thoughts. Who else?
Andrew
Whitworth has
some
some thoughts. We'll get to all of those thoughts coming up next. In the meantime, best car I have ever driven is my Hyundai Elantra. I don't just say that because I work with the Southern California Hyundai dealers. I actually have fun in my car. And I've driven all of the Hyundais. I've drove the Ioniq 5. If you want an EV with really long range, it is spectacular. If you want a cool kind of a sedan, the Sonata is great. Santa Fe is great if you're going to go SUV. And if you're going to go SUV, check out the brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade. It is premium, refined design, inside and out, more luxury, more space, tons of features, dual panoramic sunroof, digital key, fingerprint authentication, and, of course, America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. I'm telling you, looking for a car right now, you got to see your Southern California Hyundai dealers. Test drive a new Hyundai today. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. Tomorrow night in Portland, it's Lakers basketball at the Moda Center. The purple and gold are aiming for a big road win versus the Blazers.
Thought I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
LA Lakers battle the Portland Trail Blazers.
Ahead to LeBron, slam dunk.
Coverage begins tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Call Jacob.
All right, LA, are you ready? Introducing your new hotline for accidents and injuries.
800-345-6789. That's not a score. That's the number.
800-345-6789. Your new hotline for accidents and injuries, because when LA gets hurt, there's only one call that counts.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.5% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.5%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho state fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Join the club at Pechanga Resort Casino. New club members who sign up receive a $25 resort credit, as well as a chance to win $100 in bonus credit. Enjoy perks like earning club dollars with every bet, invitations to exclusive promotions and events, and much, much more. Visit the club at Pechanga to sign up and start receiving benefits right away. Your perfect entertainment resort casino combination is available at Pechanga, voted the best Southern California casino.
Time to sell your house? Call Seller's Advantage at 888-450-AS-IS. They will buy your home with a competitive cash offer. No need for repairs. No agents, and you can close in days. 888-450-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go.
That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
What a day, huh? What a day. Dodgers get Kyle Tucker getting ready for the Rams on Sunday at Soldier Field in Chicago. I am so excited. By the way, so we have a little debate at home. So the Niners play at Seattle tomorrow. I am rooting. It's even hard to form the words. I am rooting for the 49ers because it means we could have a home game next week. Juan refuses. He says, I will never, ever, under any circumstances, root for the 49ers.
I'm actually, from a Rams perspective, and I know this will sound counterintuitive, I'm actually rooting for the Seahawks.
Why?
Because I know you have to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle's a tough place
One
to
of the
win.
loudest places in the league.
They pump in that crowd noise.
They do, sure.
They do.
Everybody
They pump
does.
it in, but loud is loud.
Yeah.
It's definitely loud. They have shown time after time how much they can mess with Sam Darnold. like they've done it when Sam Darnold's been in a couple different uniforms. They have really been able to mess up Sam Darnold. I know you get to be at home against the Niners.
I think he's had like 12 interceptions in like 3 games.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan has been a really worthy adversary for Sean McVay. And the Niners, this Niners team manages to find ways, even while they've been hurt, even while missing people. It sounds counterintuitive. I would actually rather go to Seattle.
Although my favorite Rams game is the one where we beat San Francisco in the NFC Championship game to go to the Super Bowl, and how sweet would it be to repeat that? And there's nothing more fun than watching depressed, sad Niners fans go up the escalators to leave SoFi after losing. Do you think Juan is right, or am I right?
I think Andy's right.
Andy's right?
You should root for the Seahawks. I think I'd rather have the Rams go against the Seahawks than the 49ers for that exact. I feel like the 49ers feel more like the Rams did, that 2021 season. They're going to play at home if they get to the Super Bowl.
True.
They have to win on the road to get there. I don't want to see the 49ers again.
Okay. I am rooting for San Francisco because I want the home game. I'm rooting for the Niners.
I'm rooting for the Meteor.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so real quick here. Dodgers signed Kyle Tucker to a gigantic deal, the highest annual average value for any player in the history of baseball. 4 years, $240 million. Yeah. This is what Mad Dog Russo had to say about it. And again, he was, I think this was on the Dan Patrick TV show.
Well, it's terrible for baseball. I'll start there. I mean, how many guys are you going to have them sign? Diaz, and I'm not saying for the Dodgers it makes some sense. They probably needed an outfielder. They had some issues as a closer last year, so there comes Diaz. But this is ridiculous. Their payroll last year with insurance was over $500 million. And now they add 2 guys in. One's making, what, $80 million or $70 million in Diaz, and he's making $60 million in average salary in Tucker. I mean, the Dodgers theoretically aren't doing anything wrong. They're playing by the rules, but the rules have to change. I mean, this is getting to be a joke. I mean, this is going to, in a lot of ways, you can make an argument this helps Manfred with the lockout discussions and the contract with the CBA for next year, which obviously concludes, I think, on December 1st, it's right after the season. And this is now going to be a major sticking point. These owners say, hold on now, how am I supposed to compete when the Dodgers, and again, the Dodgers don't do anything wrong, but the rules stink.
Okay. So this is the Dodgers broke baseball conversation. And I just go back to this last World Series, and I see how much excitement, attention, love of the game there was. It was a great 7-game series. The baseball playoffs haven't rated this well in a really long time. Dominated Canada, the U.S., and Japan, obviously. I think the Dodgers are good for baseball.
The Dodgers also could have easily lost that World Series.
Yeah, I mean, they were outplayed in the World Series. Somehow we managed to win that thing.
And had they lost, which was very possible, all people would be talking about is they spend all that money in the end, and they don't win a championship. Exactly. Like you can cut this any way you want. You can make the narrative anything that you want. The reality is these other owners can spend more. Maybe not as much as the Dodgers, and they don't have the same TV advantage. They could spend more. They choose not to. They choose instead to make the money off the Dodgers spending.
Spending, right.
So screw them. I don't care.
Tax revenue. Now, here's the thing I'll say, and Alden Gonzalez was here last hour talking about this. We are 1 year from now going to be in a lockout. And I think that was going to happen whether the Dodgers had signed Kyle Tucker and Edwin Diaz or not. I think we've been cruising towards that for a while. And I don't anticipate that there is going to be a 2027 baseball season. I think it's going to be
Kyle
like
Tucker
nuclear winter.
He got offered a longer deal, reportedly, from the Blue Jays. Didn't want to go there. Yeah. He got offered money by the Mets. He didn't want to go there.
Yeah, the Mets are dysfunctional. Who doesn't want to go where you can win?
But that's part of the thing. Yes, the Dodgers have more money than anybody else. They're better run than anybody else. Kyle Tucker, we talked with David Kaplan in Chicago.
Yep.
And he talked about Kyle Tucker wasn't the guy for the Cubs. That may be true. They don't need Kyle Tucker to be the guy.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Tucker has reinforcements here. He can help reinforce the roster. They can have a symbiotic relationship. They don't need him to be a superstar. They need him to help make it easier for Mookie and Freddie Freeman,
right,
and Will Smith, and all these guys as they get Ohtani, as they get older.
Yeah, if I was the guy with the checkbook, I don't think I would have written this check for Kyle Tucker. He really did have a terrible second half. He's demonstrated that he hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of years. We talked to Cap from I forget his name, Mike Kaplan,
David
I think.
Kaplan.
David Kaplan from Chicago, who said Cubs fans not upset that he had a terrible second half and he was getting booed.
I'm really glad you brought that up, too, because last year, if we're being honest, the Dodgers' big money acquisitions, for the most part, were busts.
Yeah.
They were not good
Tanner
decisions.
Scott, Kirby Yates, yeah.
So
Michael Conforto?
Yeah,
Michael
Conforto.
Wasn't as big money, but it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, you can spend big and still make the wrong decisions. Like, spending doesn't guarantee you anything in and of itself. Look at the Angels.
Yeah.
The Angels used to spend a crap ton of money, and it was on all the wrong
They
players.
still have the 10th highest payroll in baseball, and nothing is going on down there.
look at where have you gone, Anthony Rendon?
Oh, he's gone home.
But I mean, look at that.
He wouldn't wish that life on anybody.
Look at the money they spent on Albert Pujols, which was insane.
Whose birthday it is today? How old is Albert Pujols? 46, I think. Great player.
They spent all that money
But
on
they
Trout
spent a lot
and
of money on
Ohtani.
him. Yeah.
They had nothing to show for it.
Okay, I wanted to get to one last thing
And
here.
he's 46 years old.
46 years old. Happy birthday, Albert Pujols. All right, so Andrew Whitworth was talking about Sean McVay and Ben Johnson. This is kind of what I was trying to get to in a really ham-handed question with Sean a little bit earlier that I never quite got there. This is Whitworth on how McVay and Johnson see each other.
They asked Sean about Ben, and I loved what Sean said, but it was almost like, to me, I saw it as like, all right, I'm going to explain everything you do, everything that makes you special and why you're a great coordinator, but I'm also kind of saying like, hey, I already know you, and I know what you're going to try to do to us. We'll be ready, because it was like he knew he was explaining exactly what Ben Johnson will lean on in this game to expose them. And I think that this will be a fun one because you got two insane play callers going against each other.
Insane play callers is right. And I was trying to get to Ben Johnson's a little bit different from Sean McVay. He's in a different, as they say, coaching tree. Also, he really went after him and Matt LaFleur do not get along. Our offensive coordinator is Mike LaFleur, his brother, so there could be some hard feelings over that, too. I think there's a little something going on between these guys.
These were all elements of this rivalry that you did not bring up to Sean McVay.
No, I sort of tried and then didn't quite, but...
no, you set him up to compliment Ben Johnson.
I'm still learning.
Yes.
I'm still learning. Lifetime learning.
You know what? You should have smoked a little weed before you asked the
Should have
question.
put my glasses on, as Seth Rogen says. Yeah. All right, so check out the max discount right now on Prize Picks. You can take C.J. Stroud. He only needs one passing yard in order for him to win in your lineup. Everybody is going to use that. I've already used that. I'm also rolling with Brian. What do you got rolling on Prize Picks?
I got that C.J. Stroud free square, and I'm pairing that with CMC to score a touchdown. 8 straight playoff games he has gotten in the end zone.
I like that. Yeah, I'm going to be all over the Rams. I love Kyron Williams for more than 89 yards. I've got a few Rams-Bears things going on there. I haven't set my lineup yet, but damn, I set it every single weekend, every single day. And this weekend, you got everything going on. 2 divisional playoff games tomorrow, 2 on Sunday. You've got the NBA going on all weekend. You've got college basketball. You can play Prize Picks. You've got the national championship game on Monday. It makes every game more fun. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 sports pick app. Again, it is the best time of year for Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Coming up next for you is Game of Games. It is Emily's game today, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I can't stand cosigners. Cosign people that cosign arguments. My wife is the biggest cosigner in the world, and it messes up, like, whatever I'm trying to teach my daughter. Like, hey, we need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this. And she'll go, yeah, you need to do that. And it makes my daughter...
Say it like that?
Well, kind of, you know, she cosigns what I say. Like, I don't need a cosigner, and you're messing it up because now she's mad because it feels like we're picking on her.
Okay.
Okay. That's a different perspective that I
told
never
my wife,
thought about.
She has turned into Flavor Flav. She's the biggest hype man in the world. Boy! Everything I say, the Grace, but pick your shoes up. Yeah, boy!
I love Flavor Flav. He's hilarious.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Coverage and content of the 2026 College National Championship on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Plan your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. See for yourself what made rename Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit Pechanga.com for more information.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Hey. All right.
And that's $10,000?
We got to pay Matthew McConaughey. Every time we play that thing, we got to pay Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Travis Rogers is here, and Trav, we're going to do a little game of games. It's Emily's game today. Gigantic day, right? Because you got Kyle Tucker, you got the Rams on Sunday.
Yeah.
Huge.
I can't wait for the Rams game. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that coming up. In the meantime, Em, what do you got?
And here's our update of scores for the month. I'm the only person that's won twice this month, so I have 2. Everybody else has won once. So here are the people that have won once. Okay. John, Andy, DeMarco, Beto, Michael, Pepe, DeAndre, and Jacob. All right, so everyone else is competing.
Everybody's
So my game for today is either are they from Chicago, LA, or neither.
Okay.
There's no both.
There's no
Brian.
both.
And it's where they're born. Okay. Where their hospital was where they came out.
Got it.
Okay?
Chicago or LA?
Chicago, LA, or neither. Patricia Arquette. Is she Chicago, LA, or neither? Mace?
Chicago.
Travis?
LA.
Andy?
Chicago.
And Brian?
LA.
It is Chicago. So that is Mace and Andy got that one.
Comes from a theater family.
Yeah, theater family. The whole Arquette family is from Chicago.
All right. Judd Apatow. Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? Let's start with Andy.
Neither.
Brian.
L.A.
Mace.
L.A.
Travis.
L.A.
It is neither. He's from New York.
Oh, from New York.
So Andy is on the board with 2. All right, number 3. Famed film critic Roger Ebert.
Oh, trick question.
Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? Travis.
Neither.
Andy.
Chicago.
Brian.
L.A.
Actually, I'm going to go Chicago.
It is Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt too obvious.
It's
I felt too obvious.
It feels obvious, so
All right, so Mace has 3, Andy has 2, Travis and
Nope,
Brian.
flip it. I have 3.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Andy has 3, Mace has 2. Everybody else is open for lucky loser.
Okay.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Was she born in Chicago, L.A., or neither? And let's start with Brian.
L.A.
Mace.
Oh, all that goop stuff is here in L.A.
Travis.
Chicago.
And Andy.
Neither.
It is L.A.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
thought
thought.
I'd guess some people because she lived most of her life in New York.
That's what I was.
And her dad was a
TV
television writer. Yeah.
Right. So that was Mace and Brian. They got it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Mace, you've tied up with Andy. Brian, you're on the board. Travis, you're alive for lucky loser.
Yep.
So you only have to get 6 more
Oh,
wrong.
6 more.
Can you get them all wrong?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Pop culture.
It's
You could do
hard
this
to
in a
All right.
sleep.
It's very hard to do.
I'm going to start with you this time,
33%
Travis.
chance of blowing it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mark Ruffalo. Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? Travis.
L.A.
And Andy?
Chicago.
Brian?
Chicago.
Mace.
Neither.
It is neither. So Mace got that. He's from Wisconsin, and Travis is still on the board for lucky loser. All right. Did you know that, Travis, that he's from Wisconsin?
The only one I've known for sure was Gwyneth Paltrow, and so my odds of winning are only but the lucky loser
Right,
at this
but
point.
You got a shot.
Everything
man.
else I've totally guessed.
All
Yeah,
right.
you got
We
a shot.
have
Yeah.
4 more. No, 5 more.
Okay.
I'm going to go with you, Mace, first. Andrew Garfield. Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither?
Neither.
You can tell me this is none of my business. I don't know who that is.
He's
Does
the guy
that matter?
have you watched The Social Network?
Yes.
He's the guy that's against Mark. He's
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither?
Neither.
And Andy?
L.A.
And Brian?
Chicago.
From L.A.
Yeah.
He was born in L.A.
Is that
though
right?
he
'Cause
has
he's
a British accent.
British guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's lived most of his life in England, but he was born in L.A. So
Okay.
Andy and Mace are tied at 4. Travis, you are yet to get on the board. And Brian, you have 1. Next up. The guy who's in our knockout league, Josh Groban.
Oh,
Josh
Groban. That's a great
Isn't that
one.
weird? He is in our one and done pool.
Is he?
Is he really?
Yes, he is. He won one year.
No
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? I'm going to start with Andy this time.
No clue. Chicago.
Okay. Brian?
Neither.
And, Mace?
Chicago.
And Travis.
Neither.
He is from L.A.
Oh.
Oh,
Did anybody
so
get that
nobody
one?
got it.
No.
No. Travis
got it?
still alive.
My guess, had I been trying to get things right,
You
would
would've
have been-
said-
he sang the national anthem at opening day last year.
Oh.
Which felt like a local,
Yeah.
local honor to give to a local person. Yeah.
All right.
Right, so correct that no one got that right.
Yeah,
right?
no one
Okay.
got it.
So Mace and Andy still have 4. Travis, you are still alive, and Brian, I think you have to go opposite now.
Okay.
But you're nearly eliminated. All right. Walt Disney.
Walt Disney.
Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? I'm going to start with Mace this time. Mace?
I think he's from Chicago.
Andy?
L.A.
Travis?
L.A.
And Brian?
Neither.
Do you know this, Travis?
Yes.
He's from Chicago.
Oh.
So Mace got it, and no one else did, right? That was just Mace? And Travis are still alive.
Travis.
Up
good
next.
job, man.
Going to start with Mace again this time, and you are eliminated. Sorry, Brian.
Sorry, Brian.
All right.
Put your glasses on and go home.
Miss Tina Fey. Is she from Chicago, L.A., or neither? Mace.
Neither.
Andy.
Chicago.
Travis.
I have no idea. Neither.
And you're not alive for Lucky Loser anymore. She's from Pennsylvania. So Mace got it.
Oh, man.
And Andy, you are eliminated.
Travis, you've learned your lesson. It is just as hard to
It
get them all
is.
wrong as it is to get them all right.
I only
Yeah.
knew 2 of them.
Yeah.
Let me do the last one that I have, even though Macy did win.
All right.
Hugh Hefner. Is he from Chicago, L.A., or neither? Let's start with Brian.
L.A.
Mace.
Chicago.
Travis.
Chicago.
And Andy.
Chicago.
That's why I started with you, Brian. I figured they all knew.
Playboy all started in Chicago.
Yeah, and here's the tiebreaker.
Okay.
How many Oscars does Walt Disney have? I'm counting competitive Oscars and honorary Oscars. It's more than 2 and less than 100.
Do you mean him specifically or the
I'm
company
saying
of Disney?
Walt Disney
himself.
Okay.
And the winner is Walt Disney.
Right.
Well,
okay.
and he could have been a producer in a movie.
Sure.
He has them in. He could have them in his house.
Okay.
Walt Disney honorary and competitive Oscars. Everybody have a guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote down 19.
Okay. Travis.
15.
Mace. Andy.
22.
And Brian.
32.
Andy's closest. It was 26.
26. There you go.
Hey, there we go.
He's got 26 Oscars.
He does. He has like 4 honorary and 22 competitive.
Wow.
Quite a few.
And Diane Warren cannot get one to save her life.
Or Glenn
That woman
Close.
gets nominated every year for an Oscar.
Glenn
you know this.
Close doesn't have an Oscar?
No, she does not.
Oh, wow.
He was supposed to win for not the father, but she was supposed to win for the wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
And that's the year that Olivia Colman won for the favorite. Which the
right.
favorite. I mean,
What
was a
about
better
Fatal
performance.
Attraction?
Nope.
She was nominated,
Okay.
but did not win.
Yeah.
She's been nominated, I want to say 7,
She's
8
been nominated
And
more
I'll say
times
Hillbilly
without winning
Elegy
than
did not
any-
do it.
But I believe she got nominated for it
Yep.
as Meemaw.
Didn't do it.
Yeah, did not do it. Yeah, she's been nominated for more Oscars than anybody as an actor that's still alive.
And that hasn't
That
won.
hasn't won?
That hasn't won.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
that hasn't won.
I would have
Amy
thought she
Adams
had
is creeping
several.
up.
There are some like record-breaking ones. Like, remember the actor Peter O'Toole?
Oh, sure.
He was like 11 times without winning,
And never got it.
and they never gave him the. It's like the guy was like propped up. Give him the damn Oscar
Well,
at the
file
very
this
end.
away for around March when we're going to have Oscar season, and maybe this will be a game of games in the
Oh, it
future.
could be a game.
Has Tom Cruise won an Oscar?
No, he's been
No.
nominated.
I know he's been nominated.
And he
a
got the
handful of times.
honorary one, the Governor's Award this year,
Yes.
so he has an Oscar, like a figurine in his
But
home,
not
but it's
for
not a competitive
leading
Oscar. No.
actor.
Yeah, not
Best
for
actor.
not for leading actor.
Because I think he's been nominated for A Few Good Men.
He was
You
he
Good
was
Man.
nominated for
Born on the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Maguire?
Jerry
Maguire.
Maguire and
Yeah.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
And Magnolia.
He was nominated for Magnolia?
Oh yeah, he was nominated for.
I mean, he was
Magnolia.
fantastic at Magnolia. I
Terrific.
just didn't think he was
Yeah,
nominated
he was
for it.
nominated.
All right, you're listening to KSPN in Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Coming up next for you, going to do some super crosstalk. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tomorrow night in Portland, it's Lakers basketball at the Moda Center. The purple and gold are aiming for a big road win versus the Blazers.
Thought I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
LA Lakers battle the Portland Trail Blazers.
Ahead to LeBron, slam dunk.
Coverage begins tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Man, did I ring in the new year. In fact, those bells are still clanging. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Catch playoff fever. All the big games are on all our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Brian McKnight, February 28th, only at Morongo.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a 2026 Toyota Tundra SR5. Play your favorite table games with your rewards card to earn entries. Drawing the 25th.
Morongo, good times.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.5% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944
or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.5%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-511-4545. That's 800-511-4545.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
I gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Woo. I almost lucky loser, DeMarco.
He came close. If you get every single question wrong on Game of Games, you immediately go to the tiebreaker. And you came close.
I missed the first three, not because I was trying. And then once I realized I wasn't going to catch up, then I tried to miss
Bad day
them.
or hard questions? Whose game was it?
It was Emily's game.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was just like these celebrities, Chicago, L.A., or neither, where they were born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tina Fey took me down.
But
Tina Fey took you down.
It is just as hard to get them all wrong
It is.
as it is to get them all
It's
right.
hard. Very hard.
DeAndre
hard.
tried it the other day. DeAndre tried it. He was very, very close.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missed it by one. Just missed it by that much. All right, so I'm super excited for Sunday, and I mentioned this earlier in the hour. We have a debate at my house. I have trouble forming the sentence, but I am rooting for the 49ers.
Good for you.
Because I want the home game next
with
week.
you.
Juan is like, no way, no how. I don't want to see San Francisco. I don't mind that we're not at home. I want to play Sam Darnold. What's the right side of that?
I'm with you. I think that you're going to play a good team no matter what. Wouldn't you rather play them home? Like it seems easy to me, and I know there'll be a lot of Niner fans there. I'm not going to pretend that it's not going to happen, but there will be also a lot of Rams fans there.
And it'll be fun. This is kind of what we pay. It's the e-ticket experience, man. The NFC Championship game. It's not like it's ever happened before.
No. I'm just laughing at him because it took. You couldn't even say it.
It's so hard to say.
You want the Niners
It's like,
to
remember when the
win.
Fonz would have to admit he was wrong?
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm right there with you.
Because I hate the Niners.
Either way, it don't matter. Going up there to Seattle, how many times have we been there for a big game?
And have won up there,
And have won up there. And it's still Sam Darnold, who still hasn't figured you out. So that's not the biggest deal in the world. That whole 49er, half the stadium in SoFi, it does make a difference. It sucks.
In what way?
When you're on the road at home, when it should be quiet and it's loud.
Well, you say it makes a difference. What kind of difference?
Just an emotional difference. It fires them up. It gives them life. It helps them to see their fans in our stadium. They play like gangbusters because of it.
But you know what the coolest thing, my favorite moment as a Rams fan was when we beat San Francisco in the NFC Championship game, and then I watched all those guys in red go up the escalators. They were so sad. They were so depressed. They were such losers.
Let me say this.
I love.
I'm with you. There's nothing better than seeing the 49ers hit the escalators. Love it. If they didn't have McCaffrey, come on. That dude is an issue. That's what I'm saying.
But all the rest of their injuries.
Yeah. Beat up on defense.
But think about that. What was it, week 5, where they came in with half their team and the Rams were like 11-point favorites? I'm done saying that.
Yeah.
They every time they feel like they have one hand behind their back, that's when they're at their most dangerous. They played them more or less straight up later in the season, and they dog walked him.
And the other thing that we agree on, and forget McCaffrey, but I can't because he's that good. It's really the coach we're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
That's the thing. He
Said that
feeds
earlier.
into that stuff. He knows what that is. He knows what that does here. If you can demolish the Rams here with his fans, he knows.
I think both teams will be difficult, Seattle or San Fran. I don't think either one is going to be easy, but if I had to choose, I'm choosing Seattle, even if you're on the road, because the home field isn't as good against this specific matchup, because all the Niners fans come here, and the Rams have shown time and time again they know how to play against Sam Darnold.
Rooting for
it seems like the rooting is the hard part for you.
It is. I'm with you. That sucks. I hate
So
that.
Kyle Tucker signs with the. Did you see it coming, Trev? You're
no.
Yesterday I said
no.
Dodger fans need to be patient. There's talent on the way. I don't think they're going to sign any of the big guys. And then the next thing you know, they signed the biggest guy.
I was doing our podcast earlier in the week, and I was asked, do you think the Dodgers will do anything by the end of the week? And I said no. I'd be shocked. Well, I was shocked. And Kyle Tucker's really, really good, and he's incredibly consistent, and he fills a very specific need that they had, and I know they're paying him a ton of money, but he made their team a lot better last night. We're going to get into it. We talked about it. I'm oddly conflicted about this whole thing. I really am.
By the way, I said this earlier, and I really do believe it. If I was the guy cutting checks, Andrew Friedman, et cetera, I wouldn't have signed Kyle Tucker.
Why not?
Why?
Because he had such a terrible – he's coming off a bad year.
Oh.
He was coming off a year where he literally got booed in Chicago down the stretch last year. He was not productive. So in my mind, look, it could work out, and I know he lengthens the lineup. He gives you a great right fielder, allows you to move tail to left and all that stuff. And I'm glad. I'm just saying if I was the guy, I would not have added him.
Yeah, this did not feel like Yamamoto or Ohtani or Betts or something like that. This was more of a we can, so let's do it, as opposed to we have a shot at a transcendent player. I don't think he's that. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he's never won an MVP.
Yep.
He's never been in that stratosphere. He's very, very consistent, and he's very, very good. I'm a little more conflicted from a different reason.
Okay.
I'm conflicted more from a competitive standpoint.
Meaning, and you think that the Dodgers have done too much? Are you part of the baseball is broken crowd?
I'm as close as I've ever been.
Really?
I'm as close as I've ever been.
Wow.
And the Dodgers haven't done anything wrong. They haven't violated any
No,
rules. They're
not at
operating
all.
within the system that has been established and all these things. But if we're all playing
You're
poker,
not there? You're not there with him on this?
No.
You don't think baseball's broken?
I think baseball has never been healthier than it is right now.
As a Dodger fan, I understand that. And I'm happy he's here, and I hope they win the World Series. But if we're all playing poker, okay, and I start every hand with 4 aces,
right?
You're all going to eventually quit playing with me. And you're all going to walk away and be like, this is not entertaining. This is not fun. You're just watching Travis rake pots the entire time is not a lot of fun. And I think we're getting really close to that.
What odds do you think the Dodgers have, given all their changes,
to
win the World Series?
Even money.
Dang.
See, I don't believe in even money when it comes to baseball. I just think once you get to the I saw Toronto outplay us, and we found a way.
I hear you, and you're not wrong. I'm not arguing with you, and I agree with you. I have never, ever felt like this in my life when it comes to baseball. This is the first time I've ever felt like this. See, they added Kyle Tucker again. I still don't think that's the best part of their team. Their best part of their team is not their offense. The best part of their team is their pitching.
Absolutely.
And their offense is the best offense in baseball. We've gotten to the point where it's really, really going to have to take something extraordinary for them not to be in the World Series and for them not to win the World Series. It's possible, but it's not particularly likely.
But I do think it's worth remembering that all of last season, when we were saying the exact same things heading into last season, this station and a lot of people at it spent the entire time worrying about that team and wondering whether or not they were good enough, worrying about the flaws on the team.
Yep.
Like, we go through this
kind of feels silly now.
Right. but the point being, though, both camps were right. The Dodgers won the World Series, and they were vulnerable. They were much more vulnerable than a team with that type of roster and winning the World Series than you would expect.
They were vulnerable, but again, they went 13-4 in the playoffs. Okay? They went 13-4.
Right.
Now, They also came within a cleat length of losing the World Series.
Absolutely.
I get they're both true. This team is significantly better than last year's team. Significantly better.
Yeah. Now, it's funny because, I play fantasy baseball. And if I drafted this Dodgers team, I would steamroll everybody in fantasy baseball. It's like nobody could, if I get the guys that the Dodgers have, nobody can beat me in a fantasy league.
Does that help his point?
No, because I still think the baseball playoffs are a jump ball.
Here's with Travis's analogy with poker, where I understand what you're saying, but where it falls apart for me is you're also talking about a table where a bunch of different owners, a bunch of different billionaires are showing up with half a stack, and they're being told, you know what, if you want, you can have more chips to start this game. You can actually use more chips. And they're like, no, I'm fine with half a stack.
You're right about that.
Breaking news. Emily wants to go home.
Oh!
Emily got in my ear and said, it's 3:12, I want to go home.
Are you channeling Travis Rogers at the moment? Is that what's going on over there?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we finish with this.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey guys, it's a new year, new benefits, and if you're wondering how to actually get the most out of your new benefits, it's VisionWorks, it's Cappy, and I know you've been putting off your annual eye exam. I got you covered. VisionWorks.